You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, 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 yo. What it do, what it do. Good, great, grand night to you wonderful, beautiful people. Let's get right to it. We got some fights to see. We got some fights to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brethren and sister and hermanos, mi hermanas, ladies and lads, dude and dudettes, kings and queens and everything in between. Y'all know what time it is. A doctor's in the house. Yeah. We in the building. What it do, what it do. We got my brother, my partner, my pal, mi hermano Carnal, Oscar Perez in the building. Yeah, man, you got some. It's not a big fight, but it's a fight, man. It's an IBF 135-pound championship on the line. You know, the American Raymond Muratallha going against the. Where's Andy Cruz from again? He's Cuban, right? I believe. Yeah, he's Cuban. The Cuban contender Andy Cruz. Man, I know a lot of people. It's crazy to me that I think a lot of people counting Raymond Muratallha out, man. To me, it's crazy. He's a champion. Whether you respect who he fought to acquire the belt, or I guess, you know, he was technically elevated, right? I don't know. Was Zaur Abduliev, was that his first defense, or was that a fight for the vacant belt? I remember it being, I guess my recollection is off, because I thought it was a fight for a vacant belt, but he could have been elevated. I think he was the interim champion for the IBF, and then he was elevated, I believe so, once Lomachenko retired. And then that was his first defense, I think. But either way it goes, he was still fighting for it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, people got to respect the champion, man. I think Raymond Muratallha, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I don't, dang, what the heck, oh my, Dang. I don't think you just overlook a champion like that, you know? So, and what? Andy Cruz, he has what, 6 fights, 7 fights? So, you know, and Andy Cruz got wobbled by Antonio Moran. I mean, I think it's going to be a good fight still. I definitely think that Andy Cruz is a better boxer, but Raymond Muratalia has power. I could see Andy Cruz outboxing Raymond Muratalia. I could see Raymond Muratalia beating up Andy Cruz. So I don't know how it's going to go, man, but I am looking forward to it. You feel me? But before we get to it, let's go ahead and say our prayers and thank the Most High. So join me and bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for your blessings. Thank you for your guidance. We give you all the glory for bringing us to another day successfully, healthy, and hopefully in good spirits, you know. So we just thank you for all the love that you have shown us, all the times you've forgiven us. And we thank you for the strength, Lord. And if we are healthy, and heck, not even just healthy, if we're breathing, you know, we just have to be thankful, you know, and not get overwhelmed by anything that's holding us down, Lord. Just let us know that we're going through a season for a purpose, and you will lead us, you know, out the other side stronger than ever. Through Jesus' name, amen. So, yeah, man, I just think that this Raymond Muratalia fight, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to this guy right here, Israel Madrimov, man. I still think Israel Madrimov is a major player at 154. I think people are sleeping on Israel Madrimov, man. I really do. I think people are sleeping on Israel Madrimov. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Luis David Salazar is going to end the Madrimov train. Or I guess the train is already derailed. So maybe he's going to stop Madrimov from ever going back in title contention. I don't know. But I like Muratalia, man. I mean, I like Israel Madrimov. I think he's still a major player. He got 2 L's in a row. One to Terrence Bud Crawford and one to Virgil Ortiz. So that doesn't look good. Doesn't feel good. But he's back. He's finally back healthy, right? He says he wasn't healthy against Virgil Ortiz. We'll see. And he's coming off of surgery, right? So he should be feeling better. And we'll see how it goes, man. First fight back. So I'm excited to see Israel Madrimov. My brother Tufo in the building. He said, I thought the aliens came and got you. Bro, I've been working, bro. I was going to make a post about it, but, you know, got me a new gig at the beginning of the year. So thank God for that. So that's why I haven't been live as much, unfortunately. But, nah, man, we here, man. I got to keep the real in boxing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Valor. He says, I got Virgil as a top daughter. Oh, maybe you meant top dog? That's a hell of a typo. Valor says, I got Virgil as a top daughter at 154. I'm assuming he means top dog at 154, even though he has no belt. I'm not mad at that. Virgil's the top dog at 154. I just don't think he's the top dog, in my personal opinion. Shout out to my brother Irony in the building. Big member in the building. What's good, brethren? God bless you too, man. God bless you, man. Good to see you, bro. Anubis in the building, my guy. Technique in the building, what's good? Valor in the building, what up? He said, I got Virgil. Okay, you did mean dog. Yeah. No, you're good. If you could have just said yes, you didn't have to delete it. Yeah, I just want to make sure I understood what you're saying because, you know, I'm not... A lot of people aren't too high on Virgil right now, rightfully so. He deserves every criticism that he's getting, right? Because it's just not looking good. All of a sudden, I don't care what anybody says. You know, it's not a coincidence that all of a sudden you have contract negotiations and internal conflicts when you're supposed to fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have contract issues and you didn't want to file a lawsuit when you were fighting Madrimov or Boachuk or Frederick Lawson or Thomas Delorme, but now you're pinned in the corner. It looks like to fight Boots. All of a sudden, we have contract negotiation issues and internal conflicts. There was no internal conflicts when we were talking about fighting Errol Spence, but when it's Boots, all of a sudden now we have, you know. So, but even despite that, right? So I wasn't sure what you were saying. That's why I was just making sure for clarity. But despite that, even with that, I still think Virgil Ortiz is a top dog. I don't think he's the top dog, just like I don't think Boots is the top dog. But I could be guilty of putting too much emphasis on the belts. Like, I like the belt. So if you ask me personally, who is number one in the at 150? First of all, 154 pound division, junior middleweight, is the best division in boxing, in my personal opinion, as far as parity and depth goes. Not as far as celebrity goes or high profile, but as far as the deepest division, I mean, you got a lot of hitters at 154. You have a lot of live dogs, a lot of sharks swimming, you know. So for me, I would rank number one. I know this might ruffle some feathers, but for me, number one is either Murtazzaliev, the IBF champion, or Sebastian Fundora, the WBC champion. I would lean towards Murtazzaliev slightly. For me, it's like 1A, 1B, but I would lean towards Murtazzaliev, probably number one. Number two, I would say Sebastian Fundora, just because I do value the belt, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you got WBO champion Xander Zayas, but he's still a little green, right? Shout out to the WBO champion. I had the pleasure of interviewing him. That was dope. And then you have Abbas Barraou right here, the WBA champion. I think that he's relatively unknown. He did take an L to Jack Koke. But he did surprisingly beat Jonas Tellis, right? And then you have, but I don't think you can rank him higher than, I would rank Boots and Virgil over Barao and Xander. I would, just because, you know, Xander being one of the youngest champions in boxing, he's a little bit green. He beat Jorge Garcia Perez for the belt. And then, like I said, Abbas Barraou, he lost to Jack Koke, a guy that Bakram Murtazzaliev beat. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a close decision for Abbas Barraou and Jack Koke, he still took an L. But he did beat Jonas Tellis, but I don't think that's enough to put him over Bakram or Sebastian. Now, of course, Sebastian Fundora lost to Brian Mendoza by stoppage and stuff like that. But I still think that, given the fact that he's a belt holder, given the fact that even though it was controversial in nature, he still beat Tim Tszyu, that when Tim Tszyu was undefeated, and then they ran it back and he stopped him. Granted, the stoppage was after the Bakram destruction of Tim Tszyu, but it still happened. So for me, I'll put Bakram number one, Fundora number two. I'll probably put Virgil or Boots number 3 and 4, whichever one you want to put. But I definitely want that Boots and Virgil fight for me, my personal opinion. So I got Fundora as a top dog. Shout out to my brother Oscar Perez. Yeah, I agree. He's held 2 belts at the division. Yeah, I got either Fundora or Bakram for me. I'm probably leaning towards Bakram. Anubis says Israel by KO. Hey, I'm not mad at that. We got my brother Juan Go, aka Jay Sharp, in the building. Shout out to my guy, man. Anubis said winner of this should fight Mason. Hey, that'd be a nice unification. The winner of Andy Cruz and Raymond Muratallya against Abdullah Mason. I'm not mad at that, because we know we're not getting Tank, right? Because Tank out here, you know, has allegations that are serious in nature. And if he did it, you know, I like Gervonta Tank Davis. That's one of my favorite fighters. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a what they call him, a Tank fan.
Yeah.
But I don't cut any slack for anybody as far as being objective and unbiased. If he is guilty of what's alleged, him beating on a woman, then, you know, he got they WBA called him a champion at recess. In my personal opinion, I think it should strip him. But if he's not guilty and the person's lying on him, then they should be punished as well. But either way, he's not active, so I don't even really consider him right now. When I think about the top dogs at 135, I mean, he's a WBA 135-pound champion, but his last fight, he didn't run it back with Lamont Roach, and then he was about to fight Jake Paul. That don't count. That doesn't count. So, and then Shakur Stevenson, the what's he have? The WBC. He's fighting at 140. You know what I'm saying? So for me right now, the only 2 champions at 135 is really the winner of tonight's main event, Muratallya and Cruz, and then the WBO champion Abdullah Mesa, who's the youngest champion in boxing, right? Yeah. Well, he's a second young. He's the youngest active champion in the male side. On the female side is Camila Zamorana. I think she's like 18. You know what I'm saying? She's the youngest active champion in boxing, but a lot of times we disregard the women, which is messed up. You know what I'm saying? One time for the, you know, not over here though. We give all the women their credit. You know, so we give everybody their credit. So one time for the ladies. Yeah, Camila Zamorano is the youngest active champion in all of boxing, but on the male side is Abdullah Mason. He said Murtazzaliev is a beast. He's fighting Josh Kelly. So yeah, man, Murtazzaliev, hey, people sleeping on Josh Kelly. I know Josh Kelly, didn't he lose to David Avenesian, I believe? But Josh Kelly's style, I'm not saying Josh Kelly could pull it off against Bakram, but I am saying that Josh Kelly has the style to pull it off against Bakram. I'm going with Bakram to beat Josh Kelly, but that is the style that you need to beat Bakram, a slick style. And that's what Josh Kelly employs. So I definitely think he has a chance, but I'm going with Bakram myself. They should have just gave the belt to Schofield. Nah. We ain't giving it to Schofield. Schofield got to earn it. I don't mind it. Let Schofield. Now, Anubis, if you're saying let Schofield fight Lucas Body, hey, I'm cool with that. Let that be a vacant title fight. Lucas Body versus Schofield. But nah, we can't give Schofield nothing. First, we ain't giving nobody nothing. You gotta earn it. You know me. I give people credit when they're elevated. I give people credit when they're emailed. But we ain't just gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta earn it. You know. Lucas Body, I believe that he won a title eliminator against Roger Gutierrez his last fight. Floyd Schofield is in position, so let them fight. And they've been talking about fighting before, so let them fight. And then the winner of it get it. You know, I'd be cool with that. They call him Murder Zaliev. I'm telling you, bro. Bakron's a beast. I like Bakron, man. He said, agreed. I don't see Zayas beating Boots or Virgil. Yeah, man, that's the thing. I'm gonna tell you like this though, Valor. I think who's the most skilled right now at 154? I would say Boots. But I'm not going to lie to you, man. I think Xander Zayas, I don't know if he'll meet the potential, but I think as far as potential goes, I think he has the highest ceiling at 154, currently as it sits. Of course, that could change if Boots comes and he destroys Virgil or Bakram or something like that. Then that to change. But I think Xander is probably has the highest ceiling at 154, you know, being young and being a champion and being tall. And he's pretty big for 154 too. He's kind of big for 154. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know. So, but I think right now, if I'm saying who's the most skilled at 154, I would lean towards Boots. But I would say Xander has the highest ceiling potential, in my personal opinion. Shout out to my brother Dub coming through, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. Yes, sir. He said, good evening, family. God bless. UFC and boxing. Big salute to you, man. God bless you as well, man. I want to apologize. I was supposed to be live for the inaugural Zuffa boxing event yesterday with Dana White's crooked, wife-beaten, bigoted behind, opportunistic, snakish behind. But I did watch it, you know, and you know me, Dub. I'm not a fan of Zuffa boxing or anything really related to Dana White, but I must say, objectively speaking, I enjoyed the Zuffa boxing event. Their inaugural boxing event, headlined by Callum Walsh's debut against Carlos Ocampo at 160. It was a good event, man. Now, of course, it was missing the high-profile fighters, of course. Didn't have any big fighters, like, you know, so the casual, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying, like, you know, there was nobody recognizable, so the casuals wouldn't really care for that, right? Because they like the names. You need the names, you know what I'm saying? So if that would be my biggest gripe, is that it had no star power, but I thought it was a pretty good card, you know. And then Callum Walsh, I thought the pacing was good. I thought the commentary was good. You know, Max Kellerman, he's not really too popular with the boxing purists, including myself. I like Max Kellerman, but since he's been back, he's been disingenuous at best, very biased at best. You know what I'm saying? He's just, I don't know. I haven't liked him since he's been back, but I thought they did a pretty good job, him and Andre Ward last night in particular. But the Zuffa boxing, I thought it was pretty good. Callum Walsh, he was disappointing, man. You know me, I like Callum Walsh, but he has two lackluster performances. He's just leaving a lot to be desired. I think Callum Walsh, I think it was smart. Whoever's handling his career, they're smart to take him away from 154. He made his debut at 160 last night. They're smart because 160 is not that deep. But even with that being said, I think the WBC champion, Carlos Adames, I think he smokes Callum Walsh. I think Jesus Ramos, who's the interim champion, I think he smokes Callum Walsh. I think the WBA champion, Erislandy Lara, the oldest active champion, smokes Callum Walsh. And I think Janabek, the PED popping weight bully, you know, so the Meldonium user, the IBF WBO champion, Janabek Kalimkanuli, I think he beats Callum Walsh. So he gets hit too much. Callum Walsh gets hit way too cleanly, man. For the first fight, I was like, okay, he had a lackluster performance against Fernando Vargas, who's trash. I think Fernando Vargas is just my opinion, Fernando Vargas is a beneficiary of nepotism. If it wasn't for his father, nobody would talk about Fernando Vargas Jr. or Amado Vargas. Emiliano Vargas, the jury's still out, right? He's looking good, but he needs to step up his competition too. But Fernando Vargas is terrible. But Fernando Vargas wasn't really trying to engage with Callum Walsh. So I said, okay, bet. Maybe Callum Walsh had an off night. That's possible. So I gave him a pass. But now against Ocampo, like he won a clear fight. But we have to remember, Carlos Ocampo, he's like, he's pretty much a gatekeeper, right? Errol Spence fought him years ago, stopped him in 1 round. Fundora went the distance with Ocampo, right? Which is not bad, went 12 rounds. And then Tim Tszyu, this was when Tim Tszyu was good. He stopped Ocampo in 1 round too. So Callum Walsh going the distance with Ocampo. Ocampo's a good fighter. He's not going to lose to you if you're not good. Don't get twisted. But I thought that Callum Walsh was getting hit far too cleanly, getting hit far too much. and he wasn't capitalizing on moments where he could have stepped on the gas, in my personal opinion. And if he gets hit like that by Carlos Adames, he's going to sleep. If he gets hit like that by Janabek, he's going to sleep. If he gets hit by like that by Jesus Ramos, he's going to sleep. Shane Mosley Jr. might beat him. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shane Mosley Jr. might beat him, bro. I'm doing crazy. What's the name might beat him too? Ammo Williams might beat him. Agree, Vargas didn't want it with Callum. Yeah, man. I thought Callum was going to stop Fernando Vargas. My guy, Wango, with the big sticker, man, with the $3 on the chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. Dub said, you fair, though. It's all good. I appreciate it, bro. Wango's an excellent summation of what Dana White is. Yep. I appreciate it, bro. But like I said, I gotta give credit where credit is due. I enjoyed the Zuffa boxing event last night. Now, can he keep it up? We'll see. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good event. You know, in my personal opinion, like I said, it was lacking star power. But outside the star power, which could be rectified, right? If they sign Ja Pataya, I mean, they already signed Ja Pataya, but if they could get Ja Pataya, that unification with the WBC champion Noel McCain at cruiserweight. Hey, man, for a first fight, his debut, because he's fighting March 8th. His debut on March 8th against would be a unification. And his debut, this would be his debut fight in America as well. So that'd be good for his brand. Hey, I would have to give Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, Turkey Island Shake, TKO Boxing, all their affiliates credit, man. I would have to. But on the flip side, if Ja Pataya comes and he fights somebody like Claudio Squayo, or Jack One Smack Massey, then, or David Naika, then he gets nothing, right? It's just be the same old stuff. Him fighting people that are lackluster. He does. I would be satisfied if it was Ryan Rozicki. It doesn't have to be a unification. It could be against Ryan Rozicki, right? It could be against Brandon Glanton, right? But it can't be against guys like Claudio Squayo, bro. No disrespect to Claudio Squayo, but it is what it is. He said, Proud Boy beneficiary indeed. You feel me? He said Bruce Buffer announced the first two fighters UFC, but he had the name swapped. He had the name swapped. It was a who is that guy moment? Hold on, I got you. Bruce Buffer looked at the fighters in UFC and said, "Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?" Nah, but you gotta get their names right, man. Damn well who I am. Who the fuck is that? You gotta get their names right, man. Oscar says Jesus Ramos smokes Callum. Facts. Big facts. Off topic, Shiraz or Pacheco? Ooh, I don't know, man. That's a tough one for the WBO. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put the clock on. Sorry about that. For the WBO, ooh, that's tough. Pacheco's another one that I think is good, but he's leaving a lot to be desired too from his performances, man. Like, that's a 50-50 for me. I don't know. I will say this. I think Pacheco has had the better opposition, and you could argue that Shiraz lost to Adames. Not even argue. I think he lost to Adames. I think he was a beneficiary of a robbery, but fighters fight, judges judge, right? And officials officiate. So it's not Shiraz's fault that he was a beneficiary of a robbery, but he definitely lost to Carlos Adames. But Berlanga, the way he beat Berlanga, woof, that was vicious, right? He stopped him in 5 rounds, if my memory serves me correctly. Diego Pacheco, he's had the better steady diet of competition, but Shiraz had the better high, right? So Diego Pacheco, he beat Masid Sulecki, he beat Trevor McCumbee, who had a good fight against one of my favorite fighters, Caleb Sweethands Plant. He did beat the undefeated Sean McCowan, I believe it was, a guy from Denver. He was undefeated at the time. He beat Steven Soko Nelson. So I think Diego Pacheco has a better diet. He has a more proven resume, but Shiraz has a more he has more outstanding performances, even though the opponents may not be as good. But the Berlanga one was good, so I think it's a pure 50-50, man. I might lean towards Shiraz. If I had to pick right now, but I think it's 50-50. Shout out to Oscar. He said next week there's like 4 cards. Yeah, man. The 31st is deep. We got my boy Israel Madrimov back in the building. Oscar said, I would like Virgil, if he's not fighting boots for a belt, to run it back with either Boychuk or Madrimov. Those are questionable wins. I'm not mad at that assessment. It's not like he beat either of them guys clearly. He definitely didn't beat Boachuk clearly. I mean, he got dropped twice, right? En route to a very close decision victory. And then Madrimov said he was sick. That's not Virgil Ortiz's fault, right? You got to fight who's in front of you. That's Madrimov's business if he's sick, right? But I don't think that was I don't want to knock Virgil Ortiz or discredit him, but I do not think that was a fully healthy Madrimov. But at the same time, hey, that's Madrimov's fault. That's not Virgil Ortiz's fault. So I would like to see a running back, but I have to disagree. I wouldn't want that next. You know, like you said, if not boots or a belt, I'm not gonna lie. I would still rather see Virgil against like well, you're right. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Nah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Running back with Boachuk or Madrimov. I'd prefer Madrimov if Madrimov looks good tonight. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, they always got an excuse though, Valor. Every time somebody loses, his handlers or somebody has an excuse like, I don't know, man. I ain't trying to hear that. He was weight drained. He should have moved up. It's like Ray Savage, right? I like Ray Ford a lot, but you know you can't tell me you're a weight drained because you lost to Nick Ball. I mean, I believe you that you're probably having trouble cutting weight, but move up. You know, you thought that you would be able to overcome Nick Ball. You thought that you would still be able to win while being drained, right? And that's your choice. Shiraz thought he was still good enough to beat Carlos Adames while being drained, so I ain't giving him no excuse. I think if they fought again, Carlos Adames would beat him again. That's his choice. But I feel you though. You know, Shiraz did say he was weight drained, but hey, I ain't trying to hear it. Now I will say this: speaking of weight drained, we got to put this for this is for Khalil Cole. This is for Khalil Cole right here. I hope Jesse Hart beats the hell out of him.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Yeah, Khalil Cole is terrible. He came in 7 pounds overweight. What are we doing? What kind of professionalism is that, man? The man came in 7 pounds overweight. Shout out to Jesse Hart for still taking the fight. He didn't have to do that. I don't think he should have done it. But man, I'm tired of these fighters missing weight, man. 7 pounds, you don't miss weight by 7. Now, I heard that there might have been something wrong in camp, but 7 pounds is crazy. You miss weight by 1 pound or 0.7, a half a pound or 0.7 pounds. Okay, you tried. You miss it by 7 pounds? Nah, bro, I'm not going. That's not accidental. That's not unintentional. It's a lack of discipline, man. Lack of professionalism, man. Same with Alexis Rocha, right? Alexis Rocha, shout out to Raul Curio for being a consummate professional. Right, he still had the fight on late notice with Jordan Pentham, right? And shout out to him for taking the fight too. But yeah, I hope Raul Curio, if they do run it back with Alexis Rocha, I hope Raul Curio beats the hell out of Alexis Rocha. Bro, make weight, bro. And if you can't make weight, move up. You miss a weight by 8 pounds, 4 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds. That's not accidental, bro. That's intentional. That's one of two things. Either you try to intentionally be a weight bully and impose your bigger size because you're not confident in beating the guy off a skill, or two, you need to move your fat ass up. neither one of them are good. So maybe you got to move up. But go to what's he at 175? Go to cruiserweight, bro. That shit weak. Shout out to Jesse Hart though, man. I hope Jesse Hart beats the hell out of Khalil Cole. I ain't gonna hold you. Big boy feels, yeah, that's crazy. Shake about it, no respect, no, yeah, that's trash, bro. And we've been seeing it a lot lately, right? We saw from most recently Khalil Cole. We saw from Alexis Rocha. We saw from Janabek Alimkanuli, right? He missed weight and he was on PEDs. It's crazy. Well, he didn't miss weight against Lara, though. He missed weight against Andre Mikhailovich. Remember, he had a fight canceled and they had to reschedule it against Andre Mikhailovich because he was hospitalized. People feel bad for the person that's hospitalized. No, that's self-inflicted, bro. That means you're not cutting weight properly. You're taking severe measures because you know you can't make the weight. Move up. To me, that just shows that you're scared of everybody at 168. You're supposed to be a champion. That junk is weak, man. Shame on Janabek. Shame on who else missed weight recently? Keyshawn. Now, I'm not saying accidents don't happen. I'm saying they could bounce back from it too. But 7 pounds is crazy. 7.8 pounds, said Oscar. 8 pounds. That rounds up to 8 pounds. That's crazy, bro. Gustavo Limos, I think he came in like, what was he, like 6 pounds overweight against Keyshawn? That's ridiculous, bro. Like, if you over by more than 1 pound, that means, I'm sorry, you didn't try. I've never been a professional boxer, but I've been an amateur, right? And I could make weight, and I wasn't getting paid for it. That was just amateurs, you know what I'm saying, while I was in school and stuff. traveling to another city, still made weight. Come on, bro. Just move up, bro. That shit's weak. Shit is weak, man. Shout out to Anubis. He says 2-0 Madrimov. I'm looking at it the same way. I have it 3-0 Madrimov now. He said Espinosa in a way. I'd have Espinosa, man. I think Espinosa's the best at 126. I don't even think Inoue should fight Espinosa, to be honest. But if he does, I have Espinosa. And that's no knock on Inoue. I just think Espinosa's that might be a little too much. Like, I have Inoue beating the WBA champion Nick Ball at featherweight. I have Inoue beating, let's say Shushu wins, hypothetically, against, I think he's fighting Carlos Castro for the WBC, the vacant WBC belt. I would have Inoue beating him. I'd have Inoue beating the winner of that. I'd have Inoue beating Angelo Leo, the IBF champion. I think that's a good fight, but I have Inoue winning. I have Inoue beating every featherweight besides the WBO champion, Rafael Espinosa. Who did I say? Nick Ball, WBA. WBC is who? Could be Shushu, IBF, Angelo. Yeah, I would have him beating everybody except for Espinosa. Espinosa. If there was to be undisputed at 126, I would say Espinosa could do it. UFC any KO or submission is 25K extra. Okay. Plus 4 fighters can get 100K each. Okay. Junto needs another year. Man, Junto and Nai anyway better happen next. I don't think so. I think people underestimate how good Sebastian Hernandez is, man. Shout out to myself and shout out to Oscar. We've been called that. We've been said that Sebastian Hernandez was a tougher opponent than David Allen Picasso. So I expected Nai Inoue to look better against Picasso than Junto looked against Sebastian. I expected that. So I think that was a tough fight. I think Sebastian Hernandez, no disrespect, but I'm gonna be honest, I think Sebastian Hernandez beats all of Inoue's last 5 opponents. I think Sebastian Hernandez beats them all except for maybe MJ Akhmadaliev. And he might even that'd be a good fight. I think Sebastian Hernandez would beat David Allen Picasso Romero. I think he'll beat the hell out of him. I think he stops him. I think Sebastian Hernandez would beat TJ Doheny. I think he'll beat Ramon Cardenas, and I think he'll beat Yi Jun Kim. The only one of Inoue's last 5 opponents that I think would possibly beat Hernandez is MJ Akhmadaliev. And not to mention, that was Junto Nakatani's debut at a new weight class. That was his debut against a tough opponent. So I think a lot of people are over exaggerating how suspect. Not saying you, Dub. Not saying you. I'm just saying I think the people, like a lot of people are reacting like, oh, Junto's not that good. You crazy. Now that doesn't mean that he'll be anyway. He might it might behoove him to take an extra year. But nah, man, the time is now, man. The time is now, man. Whether he wins or he loses, we need to see that Inoue Nakatani, man. In my personal opinion. And you know me, I'm picking my boy Big Bang Nakatani. I think he gonna put Inoue to sleep. But he could get outboxed too. Inoue's a monster, right? No pun intended. He's a monster by name and by nature. So I'm not saying that I'm sure Nakatani would win. Nice 1-2 from left hook to the body, followed by straight right to the face from Madrimov. Madrimov's looking good though, man. Ooh, overhand left hand. Overhand left. He might stop Salazar, y'all. Salazar just looks out of his depth right now. Just looks a step behind, a bit too slow. Ooh, that was a little low for Madrimov. Wasn't intentional, but my guy Dane in the building. What's good, brethren? My guy. Dane says, I concur. If you're going to compete in any combat sport, whatever weight you perform your absolute best at and feel the best, that's the way you should compete in. Come on now. Call me crazy, brother. No. I don't think you're crazy at all. I just think that I don't want to sound like an old head, but I just think that the boxers, not even just boxers, just people in general, man, it's like we let too much stuff slide. Like we let too much stuff slide, man, as a society. Like I'm from the presidency to something as whimsical as gosh dang sports. Like it's always an excuse, man. Like everybody's living life, bro. We all living life, man. We all going through stuff. We all have relationship issues, family issues, monetary issues, bills, illnesses, sicknesses, children, Everybody say, oh, you don't know what I had going on. I don't care. You're right. I don't know what you had going on. You don't know what I got going on either. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be responsible, bro. You missing weight by 7 pounds? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. 7 pounds, Dane? Come on, bro. You didn't try. You didn't try, bro. 7 pounds is crazy. 7 pounds is crazy, bro. Alexis Rocha, how much did Alexis Rocha miss weight by last week? He missed weight by what, 5 pounds, 4 pounds? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. My brother, Unity in the Unity. Kendrick in the building. What's good, bro? Anubis said Madrimar fell off. You might have. Yeah, man. If you can't make the weight, I mean, just be comfortable, bro. Like, if you can't make the weight, go up. Or look, I'm not even, you know what, Dane? I'm not even saying that you have to go up. It's cool if you can't make the weight, or if you want to lower your, lose weight and cut. That's cool. If you want to drain yourself, that's cool. But make weight then. You know what I'm saying? You can't drain yourself trying to be physically imposing, and then when you miss weight, it's because I'm struggling to make. Nah, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. It's like Stephen Fulton too. Didn't Stephen? How you miss weight moving up? I like Stephen Fulton. I like Cool Boy, but that's crazy. He was at 126, moved up to 130, and missed weight. That's crazy. and then said he was going through stuff. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, man. I'm not going, man. Not saying things don't happen, but take some accountability. I mean, but not even just that. Look at Subaru Matias. Subaru Matias is mad at the world that he failed the test. You failed the test. He's mad at people talking about his failed test. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, how are you mad at the people talking about the results of your failed test? But it just shows like we be too soft on them, man. Because that's the culture we live in, though. I mean, look at Ryan Garcia, right? People gave him excuses for coming 3 pounds overweight and having PEDs. They said, it didn't matter. PEDs don't matter. Performance enhancing drugs don't matter. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So, of course, when Subaru Matias pops dirty, he's going to say, hey, my amount, which is, he's right. His was actually an inconsequential trace amount, right? That's why the fight was still able to move forward, right? It was only 0.085, and the limit is 0.1 nanograms per milliliter. So he was 0.015 under the limit. So I'm cool with that. But how you going to get mad that you popped dirty like it was a conspiracy or someone set you up? He fought against the media for reporting his result more than he fought against Dalton Smith. That's why he got knocked out. He got stopped because he was too busy fighting people like me reporting the news. He should have been trying to fight Dalton Smith. He wouldn't have went to sleep. Shout out to my guy TSO Bodega Ty in the building. Yes, sir. We got OGO. We got Bodega Ty. Let's go. They be going through burgers. Right, exactly. They be going through burgers. Right. Undisciplined, man. That's crazy. Dane says, yeah, that's absolutely absurd. Yeah, 3 to 7 pounds makes me cringe. Right. No disagreement here, bro. You're nicer than me. I would even say, bro, anything over 1, man, you ain't try, bro. You ain't try hard enough. You ain't try hard enough. Like, you miss it by 0.7, 0.5. Maybe I'm being a little bit too, I don't know. Maybe 1 pound is a little bit too, maybe I have to be a little more lenient than that, but maybe 1.2 pounds. Oh yeah, 1.2 pounds maybe. You shouldn't miss weight by more than a pound, bro. You shouldn't miss weight at all, obviously, but at least show me that you tried, bro. Like if you miss it by 0.2 pounds, 0.5 pounds, 0.7 pounds, and you try, okay, cool. Not cool, but cool. Right? I'd be like, all right, bet he tried. He just got to do a little bit more. Bro, I could go fight and make a weight by 7 pounds right now. Give me 2 weeks. I can make a weight by 7 pounds. My bad. Wrong round. We in the 6th. You can't fall off. It was never on. You can't fall off if you was never on. That's true. That's true. Be going through burgers, and shout out to Kendrick, right? Kendrick said they be going through burgers, right? We saw Sebastian. It's so crazy people talk about Sebastian Fedora being a weight bully because he's tall. Like, it's weight divisions, not height divisions. We saw Sebastian Fedora, remember, right after the weigh-in, not right after the weigh-in, before the weigh-in. Remember, he was eating a burger when he was about to fight Tim Tszyu. You remember that? The man was eating a burger. The man's like 6'4". He makes weight, bro. But people call him a weight bully. The man was literally eating a burger and still made weight. Y'all saw it. Go back. If you haven't seen it, go look at it before he fought Timothy. Before they even did the weigh-in, he was eating a burger. And no, it was not the ceremonial weigh-in either. It was a real weigh-in. The man was eating a burger, bro. Not saying that you should be able to eat a burger, but hey, you shouldn't be drained. And if you are drained, you should at least make weight, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind if the winner fights Abdullah Mason. That'd be dope, actually. The winner of Muratalla and Cruz fights Mason. That'd be great. Because like I said, y'all know I like Gervonta Tank Davis, man. I'm gonna put my GTD chains out. I like Tank, but I mean, and shout out to Kendrick. You know, he made a good point saying that you know, there's been champion in recesses for longer, and I agree. But the nature of him being a champion in recess, I'm gonna be honest, man. I think he should be stripped just because everything, you know, he fought Lamont Roach, didn't run it back. He claimed he's gonna retire, in and out of retirement. You know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Then he was gonna fight Jake Paul, and then now he has the allegations. You know, so obviously if he hit the woman, if he actually did what's alleged, then he needs to be punished by the full extent of the law. That's how it goes, right? You do something, you do the crime, you do the time. That's what they say, right? So you got to pay for it. But if she's lying, then she should be punished as well. But in my personal opinion, just with all those things compiling, to me, it doesn't even matter if he did it or not. At this point, it's like, we don't know if you're fighting. We don't know if you're fighting. You see what I'm saying? And I like Gervonta Tank Davis, but I like boxing more, man. And I think that in my personal opinion, I think it's unfair to all the other fighters in the rankings, like Lucas Body, like a Floyd Kid Schofield, like the other guys in the rankings that earn their position through merit. I don't think it's fair for them not to be able to get an opportunity to fight for a belt because the current belt holder is unavailable. And it's not like he's unavailable because he's fighting. He's unavailable because he got other stuff going on outside of boxing. So that's just my personal opinion. I like Gervonta Tank Davis. I wish him the best and stuff like that. And hopefully he didn't do it. But I like boxers when they're boxing. If they're not boxing, then hey, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But he has been declared a champion in recess, so we'll see. Ty, tell Oster I'm pissed. He said, I thought that was Gilly the Kid. 6-0 Badgermouth. I agree, Anubis. Fendora isn't a weight bully. He's an extremely sudden. Exactly. I agree. People tell me all the time, oh, they say him and his sister are weight bullies. They tell me, they told me Mario Barrios is a weight bully. Someone was arguing with me on Twitter, called Mario Barrios a weight bully. They said, look how tall he is. I said, bro, they're weight divisions, not height divisions. You could be tall and slender. You could be short and stocky. What are we talking about, bro? But people don't really know boxing, man. The man said that, oh, Mario Barrios is weight bullying Ryan Garcia. He's way bigger than Ryan Garcia. He's taller than Ryan Garcia. I keep telling people, man, we don't say the biggest land animal is a giraffe. The biggest land animal is an elephant. The largest and biggest land animal is an elephant. The tallest land animal is a giraffe, right? So when we say the largest or biggest land animal, we say an elephant, not because it's the tallest, but because it's the largest. It's the biggest. Same concept in boxing. You could be 7'5". If you're 7'5" and lanky as hell, then you could make 130. I mean, that's unrealistic, right? But I'm just saying. Sebastian Vendora is 6'4", 6'5". He's the same height as a lot of heavyweights. Is he supposed to be in the heavyweight division? No. Rafael Espinosa is what? 6'2". He fights at 126. He doesn't miss weight. My brother Oster in the building. What's good? Big member in the building. Let's go, man. We got my brother Oster. We got my brother Ty, man. PhDs in boxing talk. They have their own emotes, man. Shout out to them, man. Putting a stamp on the chat. Attorney at law, Adrian. Hey, nah, chill out, Ty. Y'all chill out on my boy now. He said, Ty says, attorney at law, Adrian Broder, at your services. I represent Abdul Tank Wahid. Chill out, bro. Chill out, man. Unity said Tank Turner. Nah, y'all chill out. Allegedly, we gonna chill. we go wait, man. You know, we go let due process play out. You know, but it doesn't look good. I can't critique Dana White for slapping his wife and not critique, you know, Tank Davis for allegedly, you know, I actually saw Dana White slap his wife. I didn't see this Tank one, but we have seen ones in the past, right? So that's one thing about me, man. I pride myself on being objective and unbiased. I might like a boxer, but I like the boxer because they're boxing. I can't vouch for their person. I don't know him as a person. I like him as a boxer. I don't mean he's a good person. Hopefully you'll be a good person, but like I said, I also will wait till the whole thing plays out too, you know, because right now it's just alleged. So we'll see. Tank running from due process. Tank K is crazy. Hey yo, come on, man, chill out, man. Is he really on the run? You know, bro. That I'm thorough. You know, if I don't pay attention to it, bro. Like I hear the headlines because I watch boxing stuff, but I don't know. I did hear something about him being on the run or turning himself in or something, but you know, I really honestly don't pay attention to their personal lives, like when Devin Haney was getting trolled because somebody, I think Young Thug was with his baby. I didn't even know that. I don't care about their personal lives, man. Their personal lives are personal. I don't like no boxer because they're popular or what they wear, who they're dating. I think when Ryan Garcia was training, didn't he have like Devin Haney's ex-girlfriend or something with him? Like I found that out not too long ago or something like that. A lot of them, they're good. A lot of them are corny, man. A lot of them are good boxers and corny. Some of them not even good boxers. They just corny. Like Ryan Garcia, he's just corny. Ooh, nice combination from Israel. All them dudes just corny, man. Well, I'm not even counting the rounds anymore, man. I haven't had Israel Madrimov losing a round yet. What do y'all feel about Zaquin Moses, though? He did a good job. And Omari, Omari Jones from Florida, too, man. He did a good job, too. I like both of those young men. Ty said, you know, damn, the U.S. Marshal is on his ass. They had your boy on CNN. Them folks coming, bro. Hey, Ty, bro, them folks coming, bro. Them folks coming, man. Them folks coming, bro. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, you gotta do the right thing, man. It is what it is, man. Hopefully, hey. He said, you know, damn well you be watching CNN. That's a fact. Hey, I see it and I click off. Hey, Ty, I see it and I click off, bro. Hey, yo. Also said, don't take Cordy, ride a freaking plant. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, man. We have a minute and a half, man. Madrimov is doing his thing. I don't know, man. I don't know, y'all. I think Madrimov, he's doing his thing, but y'all feel like Madrimov is drinking a matcha and that. Hey, Ty, funny, bro. Osa said, I told y'all Israel was going to get cable driver. Yeah, going to be a cable driver or two. Yeah. Yeah, Madrimov was I don't know, I like to give chances though, so I'ma still withhold judgment. Cause this guy, the guy he's fighting is he's not a slouch either though, you know. He only has one loss, I think, so. Kendrick said Madrimov is good. Yeah, he might be, man. Cause I know he just came off of surgery. I forgot what he had surgery on. And that's why I tell people too, man, like, that was a nice right hand though. I tell people this too. We talk about this all the time in this chat, right? Bro, you don't have to get beat up or beat down to not be able to bounce back. Like, sometimes it could just kill your psyche. Like, if you feel like you could never lose to somebody and you lose, like, boxing is a very delicate thing, right? And the mind is very delicate too. So you just never know, man. And then Madrimov taking 2 L's back to back, you know, consecutive L's, going from being an undefeated champion to losing back to back, that could mess you up, man. No matter how close the fight with Virgil or Bud was, that could mess you up mentally. Osa said, Doc, I'm so glad you're not my coach. Nah, bro, you sleep. Madrimov is good, man. Like we said, really, he lost to Bud. I thought he lost to Bud, but there's no shame in that. Bud is in the GOAT conversation. The Madrimov fight, he has a built-in excuse, I guess, kind of, you know. If he believes it, if he was really sick, you know. Only he knows that. The legitimacy of his illness. He's looking good right now, though. But is he looking good enough? I don't think he's looking bad. He's just not. Because he's fighting a guy that we don't know. Like, I know this guy's been stopped before, but I don't really know him. You know, maybe this guy would. I mean, I don't think so. Not from how it looks, but maybe this guy would, you know, be a tough out for Boots and Xander and Abbas and Madrimov. I don't know. I mean, this is Madrimov. Murtazaliev, I mean. I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe he'll be a tough out for Virgil too, you know. You don't look good all the time. Wango said tedious. Yeah, man. It looks tedious for Madrimov so far. I agree. He said, you would get me knocked. Oster said, Doc, you get me knocked out. He said, be tough on these boxers today. That's crazy. He said, I'm tough on them pale boxers. Hey, yo, I'd rather see you and Ty in the ring. That's crazy. Ty said, this is looking like a TO type sweep, winning every round, but you getting hit with some, yeah, you get hit. You getting tagged. Kendrick said, I know. Oster not talking about getting someone knocked out. Thank you. Thank you, Kendrick. Thank you, Kendrick. Thank you, Kendrick. No, I'll be giving them all a chance though. I can Madrimov a chance. Hey, you know how I was on Frank Martin. I still believe Frank could be a champion. I don't give up on a fighter after 1 or 2 losses. Well, I mean, I don't really give up on fighters. I don't feel like. I mean, I still like look at Pitbull. I still like Pitbull. Pitbull got smoked by Rayo. I didn't give up on Pitbull. Still one of my favorite fighters to watch. Caleb Plant, one of my favorite fighters to watch. He just got upset of the year, in my personal opinion, by Armando Resendez, excuse me. You know me, I don't really give up. I still think Errol Spence is an all-time great. I still think Canelo's an all-time great. Old Cinnamon. I don't give up on fighters. It takes me a while to be like, oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, he cooked. And I'm like, okay. Like Tim Tszyu. I mean, look at Tim Tszyu, right? It took Bakrab to run through him like shit through draws. Boy, Bakrab, hey. And even then, I was like, maybe Tim Tszyu could come back. And then Sebastian Fedora happened again. I said, okay, yeah, it's over with. I don't really. Even Liam Paro, right? Liam Paro. I think Liam Paro is still could still shake something after losing to Richardson Hitchens, right? I'm trying to think of a fighter I gave up all, like, he lost one time and I was like, oh yeah, that's it. It's over with. I don't know. I can't think of one. I'm sure there is one though. Like, you know me, like even with Brian Norman, I'm looking forward to Brian Norman coming back. I still think he could shake something. I'm looking forward to Brian Norman coming back. My boy Tyson Fury's getting on my nerves. You know, he's just not committing to coming back. But Tyson Fury, looking forward to him coming back too. I'm just tired of him pump faking. Oster was giving Brian Norman type. Ty said Oster was giving Brian Norman Sr. type instruction. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, man. Now this is true. Now, I'm not even capping. Well, I ain't capping anyway, but I haven't been watching the Brian Norman Sr. interviews. Like, I've been seeing clips and stuff, but I think Brian Norman Jr. Splitting from Senior was the right move. I mean, Brian Norman Sr. I know it's his pops. I'm not saying get rid of him, but I think somebody should take the lead because it's the way he lost to Devin Haney. It's like, and I don't even think it was a bad loss, but it was the instructions that we heard when he lost. Like, you can't hear, oh, he can't hear you. I mean, you can't hear, oh, he can't hurt you. And then the very next round you go out, you get dropped. So it's like, that means that either your trainer was overestimating your ability or he was underestimating the opponent's ability, and that's not a good thing. If anything, you should overestimate your opponent. You shouldn't underestimate him. Like, that looked very bad. And then that's gonna make people remember like the Boca Chica fight, you know, and you know how that goes. But I think it was a good move. Oh boy, oh boy. Nah, I can't say that, Oster. Nah, I can't say that, Oster. We live in hindsight is 2020. I can't say he should have been did that. Nah, I can't agree with that. If he wouldn't have lost to Haney, then people would not have said he should have been left his dad. I can't say that. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the truth. I don't even think if he didn't say what he said in the quarter, I don't think he losing to Haney. I don't think you switch your trainer because you lost. Haney's a great fighter. I don't think losing to Haney should make you drop your trainer, but it's just the way it went down, right? The circumstances, like, they clearly underestimated Devin Haney. And Devin Haney is the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era on the male side, right? Gabriela Fedora is all of boxing, but you can't underestimate an accomplished, proven fighter like that. Nice 1-2 from Madrimov. Madrimov's trying to stop him in the 10th and final round. He's landing right hands at will. Double up on the jab, then a straight right hand. Oh, boy, straight right hand again. Oh, my goodness. Madrimov is swinging for the fences. Salazar might get stopped, man. Oh, Lord, he can't take all that. Oh, boy, he might get stopped. He might get stopped at the end of the round. This would be great for the psyche for Madrimov, man. This will really galvanize his fan base, man. If he stops him, hold on. Salazar's on his bicycle. He better be. You better clinch. 20 seconds left. 25 seconds left. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Salazar's on shaky legs. He on them Bambi legs. Legs shaking like booty meat. Did he just slob on him? Pause. Look like spit. Madrimov is getting a little bit too anxious. Boy. Hey, if that was a 12-rounder, Salazar would have got up out of there. Was that enough to did Madrimov redeem himself in that last round? I mean, I thought he hey, man. I'm not mad at him, man. See, that sometimes that's all it takes. All it takes is just a little bit of sauce, and it reminds people, man. Yeah, 10-0 Madrimov. Facts, Anubis. Take that off his head. He don't deserve it. Man, it's his first fight back, man. Chill on Madrimov, man. Ty says Brian Norman Sr. was giving instructions on his phone with his phone open on ChatGPT. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. You see, like I said, you know I like Brian Norman, and I picked Brian Norman to beat Haney. But Brian Norman Sr. deserves, he was talking too much. He deserves, this is what happens when you talk, right? He deserves all the critiques and the judgment that he's getting, you know. But I like Brian Norman Sr. He's not hiding from it either. That's why I still like him. I like Brian Norman Sr., but I think it was the right move for Brian Norman Jr. to try to seek to go in another direction, at least just for a little bit. Madrimov should have turned up 5 rounds ago. It showed some fight left, though. Yeah, I agree with that. So you gotta take your time, man. You know, like I said, I honestly don't remember what he had surgery on. I know he's coming back from surgery. I don't know what it was on. You know what I'm saying? Dane says Brian Norman is going to be champion again. I think so too. He didn't look bad versus Haney. I agree. I don't think he looked bad against Haney either. Head movement and shifted his position more are the only real flaws. Yep, I see. He said, I saw. He said, keep in mind, Haney was UD at 135. Yep. And WBC at 140. Right. Haney has a championship pedigree. And let's be honest too. Haney is he was a big fighter, so it's not like, oh yeah, he's coming up to 147 and he was some small fighter. No, Devin Haney could probably fight at 154. Maybe not right now, but he probably could right now. But you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be crazy for Devin Haney to fight at 154 by the time Devin Haney might even fight at 160 by the time his career is over. So it's not like he's fighting a small guy, right? I mean, look at them. They look comparable in size. So I'm not giving Brian Norman an excuse. Don't get it twisted. You know, he lost, you know, but I didn't think he looked particularly bad. I don't know. Oscar said, nah, he didn't redeem himself, but Madrimov needed this win. I want to see who he fights next. Me too. I could see him revisiting Boachuk. Well, actually, I don't know, because he's still in Matchroom, right? So I don't know if Dana White and Eddie Hearn will work together, but remember, because Boachuk is on, I think Boachuk's headlining a Zuffa card, right? In like February or something. Yeah, Boachuk. Oh, I don't know if he's headlining, but he's on a card. I can't remember who he's fighting, but he's on that card with Alexander Vazdik versus Hot Rod Kaladzic. That's a Zuffa card. It's gonna be I think Vazdik and Kaladzic are the headliner, but Boachuk's on that card against somebody. I can't remember. But yeah, I would still like to see Boachuk and Madrimov. You could revisit that if Boachuk wins, but I don't know, you know, if that's realistic, being that Madrimov's with Matchroom and Boachuk. I don't know if he's I'm assuming he signed to Zuffa because he's fighting on the Zuffa card. You know, I'm not sure if Zuffa and Matchroom will play ball. Y'all got to get out the way, man. Let my boy do his backflip now. Come on now. There it is. Oh yeah, we back. We back, baby. Oh yeah, we back. We back, man. Yes, sir. We back, baby. We back, baby. He hit the backflip. Stop hating, Ulster. Who's that? Bekdemir Bilakuziev? Beck the Bully? He said, man, the hell with all that. Do y'all remember all the shit Brian Norman was talking for real? You still good. However, he was talking big time. I mean, they got to do that. You know, they're not quite independent. Brian Norman's with Top Rank and stuff, but you know, that's why I say Eddie Hearn's the best to me, right? Because he'll talk for you. What other promoter is talking for you? It's just Eddie Hearn and Oscar, to be honest. And Oscar only talks for his biggest fighters. Eddie Hearn, and that's why I personally believe Eddie Hearn is the best, because he talks for all his fighters, essentially. His women fighters, his male fighters, his big fighters, his unknown fighters. So I'm not saying that Eddie Hearn is necessarily the best from a business standpoint, but from what a promoter is supposed to do, promoting their fighters, I think Eddie Hearn is the best. And the point that I'm making is that Brian Norman Sr. has to talk. I mean, who's going to talk for Brian Norman Jr.? Bob Arum? Carl Moretti? They're not going to talk on their behalf. So I don't mind Brian Norman Sr. talking, but I will agree with you though that yeah, now you gotta eat the. They put pie in your face. You gotta eat it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta eat some of that humble pie. But I don't think there's anything wrong with him talking trash. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with him talking. I don't think there's anything wrong with Bill Haney talking. But yeah, when it's up for you, then you gotta take it on the chin. And a lot of people forget about this. Before the PEDs, before Ryan Garcia popped dirty, Bill Haney, and I got to give, you know, I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan, but Devin Haney and Bill Haney did not make any excuses. People like to forget that. They like to forget that. He took the L on the chin. It's only when the dude popped dirty 60 times over the legal limit is when he complained. Saying Brian Norman has 30 plus fights now. Let's cut the BS. Same ring experience, so there's no excuses. Brian, not new to this for real. It is what it is. 30 plus fights, no spree chickens. Man, the man's 24 years old, bro. 25 years old, man. You tripping. You tripping. Does Brian Norman have 30 fights, though? I know he has 20 something. No? He has 30? I know he has a lot because I remember he was fighting a lot of lower level guys, but he was still the youngest champion, bro. You can't forget that. When Brian Norman got the belt, he was the youngest champion, bro. And then Xander Zayas eclipsed him for the youngest champion, and then now Abdullah Mason eclipsed him. Remember the WBO? They were all top-ranked fighters. Remember the WBO? They had top rank, the promoters, and the WBO in common. Brian Norman was the youngest champion when he acquired the belt. He was a top-ranked fighter and a WBO belt holder. And then Xander Zayas, a top-ranked fighter, WBO belt holder, he became the youngest, younger than that. And then now Abdullah Mason, top-ranked WBO belt holder. Now he's the youngest on the male side. These guys are young. He might have a lot of fights, but he's still young. You don't think he's improving? I think he can still improve. That's why I think it's good that he has a new trainer now, because I think that it'll help him improve. We'll see, though. Man, the man's like 25, bro. No, I think you're right, Oster. I think he does have, like, I remember he has a lot of, I think you're right. I think he probably does have close to 30. 31. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and Devin's not, yeah, Devin's what, 27? But Devin is more experienced, all right? Devin, you know, he was in Floyd's gym, you know, come up with around Floyd and Tank and you know, has extensive amateur background and stuff like that. And Bill Haney's in the boxing gym all over the place. So, yeah. Don't forget to smack that like button for your boy. I appreciate it. Smack that like button. Stop playing with me. Thank you. Norman still beats everyone at 147 besides Haney. Hey. Who's at 147? Anubis. We have IBF is Lewis Crocker. I would favor Norman. Who's the WBC? At 147. Mario Barrios. I would favor Brian Norman. Ryan Garcia, if he wins, I would favor Brian Norman. I'm with you, Anubis. Who's the WBO? Oh, Devin Haney. Who's the WBA? Roldan Romero? That's a good fight. I don't know. I would favor Brian Norman, but that's a good fight. So, yeah, I'm with you. Everybody not named Devin Haney, I'd lean towards Brian Norman. Maybe Karen Chukazan might beat Brian Norman. Or Brian Norman could stop Karen. I don't know. That's a good fight. But the champions, yeah, the only champion I think that beats Brian Norman is Devin Haney. I'm not saying that Lewis Crocker couldn't possibly beat him, but I would lean towards Brian Norman. The only person that I say definitively beats Brian Norman is Devin Haney. So I agree with you. I think at worst, any fight outside of Devin Haney for Brian Norman is a 50-50 fight. At worst. He said, Osa says, Doc, I'm just saying, Brian has enough experience, so either you typically have, the 40-50 fights in a career, or you age out in your career, so either Brian at his peak, or he might get worse. So, yeah, he could get worse. I'm with you, but I think it's worth a chance to go get another trainer, man. Like I mean, we watch boxing, so we know a lot of times fighters go in to get new trainers. It usually doesn't always work out, right? Probably doesn't work out more times than it works out. But like I said, the guy's young, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's 30 or 20, 28. Even 28 would still be all right, but it's not like he's like 30 or 28 and he's switching trainer. I mean, that was his biggest fight. We can't forget that either. It wasn't like he's, oh yeah, Brian Norman, and he was fighting guys like you know, Lomachenko, George Kambosos, you know, Jorge Linares. These are guys that Regis Prograis. These are all guys that Devin Haney fought. These are champions. What champion has Brian Norman fought? So we could say, yeah, he has a large quantity of fights, but I mean, same with Boots, right? Boots has a lot. I think Boots has like 30-something fights, but he hasn't really fought. Unfortunately, he hasn't fought like the high-profile guys yet. So it's different when you have a lot of fights and it's not really at the level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jin Sasaki was a great win from Brian Norman Jr. You know, Giovanni Santilla was a great win, but those aren't elite fighters. No disrespect, you know. So no, I mean Devin Haney had the heavy experience advantage. So I mean, I'm not saying you can't feel that way. I'm just saying we just disagree there. I don't think quantity ever makes quality. You know what I'm saying? So he may have a lot of fights, but his outside of Devin Haney, his hardest competition was Giovanni Santillan, and he was the underdog. You see what I'm saying? Like outside of Devin Haney, the best fighter he fought was Giovanni Santillan, and he was the underdog in that fight. So yeah, no, I think that definitely matters. We'll see though. Did he pick a trainer? He's with Derek James, right? I think Derek James will work out. I think that'd be a good trainer for him. I'd prefer for him to be like with I mean, I know this won't happen because of history, but I would have liked to see him go with like Bozy. Imagine, hey Ty, imagine if Brian Norman left his pops and went to Bozy. You think Bozy would have worked with him? That's funny. I would say like it would have been dope if he would have went to like, yo. I mean, I like the idea. I just don't like the execution. I like the idea of Jesse Hart's fit. I don't like the execution. Hey, yo, my boy look a little, I don't know, man. He look a little too sexy flexy out there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My boy look a little, hey. I don't know about this one. He out here looking freaky. I don't know if he about to fight or pull out a Magic Mike. He out here looking a little freaky. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know if he about to fight or pull out a Magic Mike.
And I can make it rain with my hurricane tongue like la 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 la.
I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. Like I said, I like the idea because he got all the, you know, the body armor and all that stuff, the bulletproof vest and the army fatigue and, you know what I'm saying, the soldier pack, the soldier vest. I like the idea. I just did not like the execution. Yeah, I did not like the execution. Norman versus Stanionis is a good fight too, Anubis. Oster said Boots in the same position. Well, Boots is in a better position because, like I said, like Stanionis, right? He has Stanionis and he has Karen. I think that's a good. Karen's just not heard of, and not to mention Boots was unified, obviously. Unified and Ring Magazine, but Boots is even in a better position than Brian Norman, because remember Boots has, even though it's short notice, but Boots has David Avenesian, right? Brian Norman doesn't have anybody like that outside of Santillan, right? So Boots is even in a better position as far as notable fighters that he's fought compared to Brian Norman. Like I said, I'm not saying that to give Brian Norman an excuse either. I'm just saying that as reasons why I believe that he will improve. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh yeah, he should have lost it. No, I thought he was gonna beat Devin Haney. I picked wrong. What I'm saying is that these are reasons why I believe that he still has room to improve. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh yeah, he should have lost to Devin. Nah, hell no. Hell no, Devin Haney did his thing, so. Oh yeah, Jesse Hartford to knock Khalil Cole out. Khalil Cole looked fat. Hey, Ty said, relax. He from North. Yeah, yes, sir. Philly. He from North. You know what I'm saying? North. He said that's with an F, not a TH. Facts. He from North Philly. I feel it. My bad. Just don't rob me, bro. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Oscar says, Robert versus Bozy. Whoever wins gets a great start for training of the year. Yep. Robert versus Bozy tonight. We don't. This ain't the Robert versus Bozy that we want, Oscar. We want the Bozy and the Bozy innocent Boots in this versus Robert Garcia and Virgil Ortiz. That's what we want. But this is a good start, you know. That's what's the name? Greg Hackett, right? That's what's up. Oh, shout out to Jesse Hart, man. I'm rooting for Jesse Hart, man. Like I said, no. I just think Khalil Cole. I like Khalil Cole, but you gotta remember, Khalil Cole, he might be on his last leg. Look at O'Shea Jones right there, another Bozy fighter. O'Shea Jones is IBF 154-pound champion. That's his girlfriend, I believe. or they might be married. I'm not sure. But O'Shea Jones is 154 IBF middleweight, junior middleweight champion for the women's division, trained by Bozy. But yeah, Khalil Cole, you gotta remember Khalil Cole, he messed up and lost to Manuel Gallegos when Gallegos was the underdog, right? But he avenged that loss. But you gotta remember he's an American fighter. And I'm not saying that for sympathy. What I'm saying is that he's with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom. Eddie Hearn, that's a hell of an expenditure, you know, to have a fighter on a whole nother continent that you're invested in, and that you can't trust in him to handle business in a win that he's in a fight where he's a favorite against Manuel Gallegos. He did avenge it, but he dropped the bag on that one. And then now he's supposed to have a fight, and you miss weight by 7 pounds. You put a fight in jeopardy. You could be messing up the money, man. So if he loses here, hey, he might get cut. Eddie Hearn might cut it. And I wouldn't be mad at Eddie. And it wouldn't be because he lost. It would be because all the, you know what I'm saying, all the surrounding issues. I think Khalil Cole's a good fighter, man, the big stepper, but I can't root for him in this one. I'm going for Jesse Hart. Khalil Cole was talking all that mess, and you don't even make weight? That's crazy. You can't talk all that mess and miss weight. Hold on now. What's up with my... Oh, yo. Nah. My feed went crazy, chat. My feed just went off. We all... It's out. All right, we back. What the heck was that? I picked Brian Norman Jr. to KO Haney. I won't lie. Yeah, I picked him to win too. Hindsight is always 20/20. Norman was a 27-0 with 22 KOs before Haney, but no championship caliber boxers on his resume. Right. He'll get another title. I think so too. Osa says, no. We don't want that fight unless they have belts. No free fight for Boots and Virtual. Ty say, Oster, you don't like Boots. Oster don't like, Oster only like Bud. I would say Bud and Shakur, but Oster been on Shakur's head top lately too. Now I respect that from O. I respect that from O, man. I do. Man, Shakur funny, man. Oh, that was a nice left hand from Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart got the Daisy Dukes on. He got them John Stockton shorts on. Let's see if he can be great like John Stockton. And Jesse Hart, you know, he's a good fighter, man. He lost to what? He fought Zerto twice, right? Or am I tripping? Yeah, he fought Zerto twice. He only loses to good guys now. It ain't like Jesse Hart be losing to everybody. He lost to Zerto twice and somebody else. Who else he lost to, chat? I forgot. Was it Sullivan Barrera? Nah. Who else Jesse Hart lost to, chat? I think he has 3 losses, right? Zerto twice. I can't remember the other person he lost to. Nice jab from Khalil Cole. Ooh, double jab at the straight right hand. I don't know if that landed flush on Khalil Cole, bro. Oh, everybody just missed. I thought that landed flush at first. The double jab and straight right hand from Jesse Hart. Nice jab for Khalil Cole. Snapping Jesse Hart's head back. Respect to Jesse Hart for taking the fight, man. Blue blood, baby, hurt Cole there. I thought so too, right? But then Cole, he looked like he kind of, you know, he put on a poker face. If he was hurt, he put on a poker face and snapped back pretty quickly. Regain his faculties. Oscar says, facts, Kendrick, the only difference is pay-per-view tag. That Brooklyn card with Matias makes this card look like a prelim so far. Says Kendrick. Oscar says, Eddie up for the worst promoter of the year? You think so? Is that an award? It should be. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It should be. Somebody has to blame for all these bullshit fights. Hey, yo. Oh, nah, that right hand landed. And he hit him with an elbow, too. Oh, that landed. Khalil Cole just gathered himself. Oh, that landed. He may have rolled with it a little bit at the last second, but that definitely landed. Let's get it, round 2. I have it 1-0 for Jesse. He hit him with a jab, and then he hit him with a Rafael Espinosa elbow. Speaking of the elbows, man, where my boy Robisi Ramirez at, man? Hey, chat. You know it's crazy. Speaking of those little weights, right? Y'all saw the news that Mike Coppinger just let out, right? Wait, hey, man, for somebody who has no inside sources, chat, I be putting in that work, bro. You know what Mike Coppinger said recently? He said that Bam is in talks with Zuffa Boxing. Let me say that again for those in the back that didn't just hear what I just said. Mike Coppinger said that Bam is in talks with Zuffa Boxing. Who was the first person to say that, chat? Oh, okay. I said that I said not quite a month ago, but at the beginning of this month. We're in the 24th now. Yeah, almost a month ago I said that. And people call me dumb and I don't know what I'm talking about. And somebody told me I'm clickbaiting. Who the heck would clickbait Bam Rodriguez? Nobody knows Bam Rodriguez. No disrespect. I like Bam. We like Bam. If you're a boxing purist, you know Bam, but we're in America, bro. Americans don't like Bam. Don't like anything under 135. They really only like 135 because of Tank. Clickbait. The guy even said I was clickbaiting Bam Rodriguez, and he didn't even know what weight class Bam Rodriguez fought in. I'm a clickbait a 115 pounder junior bantamweight. Yeah, it makes sense. If I'm a clickbait, I clickbait somebody like Tank, Canelo, AJ. But anyway, I said this weeks ago that now that Bam Rodriguez is 1-2 from Jesse Hart. I said when Bam Rodriguez's matchroom contract is up, don't be surprised if he messes around and goes to Zuffa, because they're in conversations. And then Mike Coppinger said yesterday that they're in conversations. Come on, man. Come on, man. I be killing it, man. Dub said Robisi still in Phoenix under the ring. Is crazy. Tay, my guy. Tay says, I got big stepper by KO. Yeah, he big stepper because he fat as hell. That's why he big stepping. Fat ass. He a big stepper because he fat as hell, man. How you miss weight by 7 pounds? 7.8 pounds. Come on, bro. Damn near 8 pounds, bro. I'm going with Jesse Hart, man. Not even saying that I think Jesse Hart. I think Khalil Cole is the better boxer, but is a better fighter. I'm not saying he's a better boxer. He's a better fighter. But off of principle, I'm rooting for Jesse Hart. That was a close round right there. I'm giving it to Jesse, though. Leaning slightly towards Jesse, but that was a close round. Let me keep scoring. This could go the distance. Oh, Lord. Wait, nobody told me who Jesse Hart lost to, man. That's crazy. Y'all don't know who he lost to? I got to do all the work. That's all right. That's what I'm here for. I think he has 3 losses, though. Like I said, I remember he fought Zerto twice and lost. He's never been stopped. I can't remember who his other losses to. Joe Smith Jr. That's who it was. Joe Smith Jr. So I was right. He has 3 losses. 2 to Zerto, who's the current WBA, WBO unified cruiserweight champion. Those aren't bad losses. And he lost to Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith Jr., you know, Joe Smith Jr., he beat the legendary B-Hop, knocked him out the ring. He fought Bivol, lost. He fought Beterbiev, lost. He fought Zurdo Ramirez as well. He lost to Zurdo. Oh, Lord. Oh, he boomed him. Oh, nah, he got to lose a point. Nah, he got to lose a point. That's not even a... Nah, he got to lose a point. Nah, he got to lose a point, Chad. You can't be booming people like that. What's wrong with this dude, bro? Yeah, nah, he got to lose a point, bro. Oh, he did. He took a point? Yeah, he got to lose a point, bro. He's complaining about losing a point?
You dumbass.
Oh, you lucky you ain't disqualified. What you thought this was? It's a gentleman's sport, bro. Oh, I started the clock over. My fault. He boomed him. Hey. Bro. Yeah, he frustrated. That jab in his face. That jab in his face, Jay Sharp. Yeah, that was super dirty, Kendrick. Oscar said, he said being fat ain't enough. Yeah, you can't be missing weight. You can't be weight bullying and actually bullying. Like literally bullying. You gonna scoop the man up and slam him like that, bro? What are you doing? I'm not gonna lie though, chat. It's making me uncomfortable how comfortable Jesse Hart is in the ring right now. Not saying, I'm saying like his demeanor. He might be feeling himself a little bit too much. He definitely has the upper hand right now though. But you don't want to get too comfortable and get lackadaisical and then mess around and get caught, because Khalil Cole definitely has a big power. That's why Tay picked him by stoppage. But right now, yeah, Jesse Hart is definitely outboxing him. I have Jesse Hart winning every round. I mean, I guess I could give the third round to Khalil Cole. I could give this round to Cole, because the most impactful, damaging blow was that body slam he did. So, I mean, he Cole did the most damage that round. I'll tell you that. It just wasn't from a punch. He definitely inflicted the most damage that round. Boomed the hell out of him. Oh, he lost a point too. I forgot. So that's a 10-8 round, chat. Oh, yeah, Cole in trouble. That's a 10-8 round. Yeah, he slammed the heck out of him, bro. Nah, you can't do that. Yeah, he wildin'. Yeah, he wildin'. It's not funny. I'm sorry for laughing. You can't do that, bro. Yeah, Khalil Cole. It might be over with for Cole, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might be over with for him. He better win. He might win and still get cut. He might not be worth the hassle. He may not be worth the hassle for old Eddie, man. Eddie got to travel from Liverpool down to Philly. Wait, where's Khalil? Is Cole from Philly or Jersey? He might be from Jersey. I know Hart's from Philly. I don't remember where Khalil Cole's from. Somewhere in the Northeast. I don't remember if it's Jersey or Philly. I think Jersey. I picked Hart on my dollar parlay. That's what I'm talking about. He from Jersey. Appreciate it. Yeah. Look, he about to hip toss him again. Hey, nah, man. Nah, man, he might get DQ'd, yo. This man might get DQ'd, bruh. He getting frustrated. Jesse Hart's active hand even in the clinches. Referee Thomas Taylor telling Jesse Hart something. The extra weight make it hard. Sorry, the extra weight make it cold sluggish. Well, that was a nice right body shot. That was a sneaky body shot on the inside from Jesse Hart. I think Jesse Hart should pump that jab out more. Oh, that was a nice sneaky left hand from Khalil Cole. Jesse Hart stick his tongue out a little bit, acknowledging the punch, telling him it didn't do any damage. Nice jab to the body from Jesse Hart. Looked like Khalil Cole may have caught a headbutt a little bit from Jesse. "16 seconds left of the fourth round. 1-1-2 coming from Jesse Hart. This round is the first round that I could see going to Cole, but I'm giving it to Hart. Oh, that was a nice jab right there for Khalil Cole. Excuse me. If I know Taylor, he taking points from Hart to even. Bro, Oscar, I was just thinking the same thing, man. I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, yeah, Taylor about to take a point from Jesse Hart. He talking to him way too much. I don't even know what he's saying. Shout out to Jay Sharp. He said, "Yep, Jersey City, yes sir." Appreciate it, Kendrick. Appreciate it, Jay Sharp. One go. And I'm happy for Israel Madrimov, man. We got Israel Madrimov back in the win column. How you feel about that, Oster? Come on, man. We got my boy Israel Madrimov back in the win column. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get right. Oster be hating, man. He says, like, Cole not the same since first. Yeah, I agree. That Gallegos fight, man, he got it back. Good for him, but, man, Gallegos put him on his butt. Had him slumped over in the corner looking like Jermaine Taylor. Oh, that hurt me when Jermaine Taylor got beat by Kelly Pavlik. That hurt my heart. Had him slumped in the corner, bro. Damn. Chris Mannix gave the fourth round to Khalil Cole. I'm not mad at that. Also said cab driver. How you gonna call Israel Madrimov a cab driver, bro? He was undefeated. He was an undefeated WBA champion, man. And he beat, who'd he beat to get the title? Magomed Kumbernov. He's a good fighter. Oh boy, left hand landed. Momentarily shook Jesse Hart. Khalil Cole applying that pressure. Applying that pressure. Is Khalil Cole gonna show him he's the big stepper? We know he's big in the scale. Is he gonna be big in the ring? He came in big on the scale. Is he gonna come up big on the ring? Let's see. Israel, a gatekeeper. A high level one. You know, there's different level gatekeepers now. He might be. He might end up being like, you know, a gatekeeper of the championship level fighters. Like the great fighters. Like between great and good. But he ain't no Gabriel Rosado type of gatekeeper. Oh, that was nice. Speaking of Gabriel Rosado, I was watching. You know, I like Talk Sport. I like them. And Simon Jordan, I think it is. But they were talking about Anthony Yard, and I'm not, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Tunde Ajayi. I mean, I like him. Oh, I like him, but I mean, I'm not like, oh yeah, he's a great trainer. But they had Tunde Ajayi on, you know, Anthony Yard's trainer, and you know, Simon Jordan called Anthony Yard a gallant loser. I just think that's so disrespectful. You know, gallant means like he's like a brave loser. You know, like a guy that's gonna be a good fighter. You know, he's gonna put forth a good effort, be very courageous, but he's a loser, right? So the gallant is an adjective. It's describing the type of loser. You're still calling him a loser. I'm not saying you can't call him that, because Anthony Yard loses his big fights, right? Like, he lost to Kovalev, he lost to Benavidez, he lost to Beterbiev. But Anthony Yard beat guys like Lyndon Arthur and stuff. He lost to Lyndon Arthur too, but he avenged that loss, right? Anthony Yard, he only loses to the guys he lost to have been great, right? Hall of Famers, probably. Benavidez, Beterbiev, Bivol, right? And then, like I said, he had the one loss to Lyndon Arthur, but he beat him twice, right? So he avenged that. I gave that last round to Khalil Cole, but I just disagree with that, because no disrespect to Gabriel Rosado, but Gabriel Rosado, they say Gabriel Rosado is. I never heard anybody call him a gallant loser. I always hear people call Gabriel Rosado a warrior, and he gets so celebrated, right? Like, to me, Gabriel Rosado type of fighter is a gallant loser. Anthony Yard type of fighter is a warrior. He doesn't turn down anybody, and he wins. Like, that's the one that should be called a warrior. Not saying that Gabriel Rosado is not a warrior himself. He is, he is too. But it's just funny to me that somehow Gabriel Rosado types will get praised more than an Anthony Yard type. And it's just backwards to me. Like, this is light heavyweight. Anthony Yard could probably beat both these guys, right? He just won't beat Bivol. He won't beat Beterbiev. He won't beat Benavidez. But Anthony Yard probably beat both of these guys. He probably beat Jesse Hart and Khalil Cole. And I think Anthony Yard and Callum Smith is a good fight. Right? Callum Smith lost to who? Callum Smith lose to? Callum Smith lost to Beterbiev. He lost to Cinnamon. You know? Is he a gallant loser too? I mean, Anthony Yard and Callum Smith is a great fight. I don't know who wins. I'll probably lean towards Callum Smith, but I'm not sure. I think Khalil Cole's winning this round as well. Yeah, exactly, Dane. Dane says no offense to Gabe, but Anthony Yard is on a it's a much higher low. That's why I don't understand. I don't understand it. Like I said, I don't mean that disrespectful to Gabriel Rosado. I mean, I don't really care for Gabriel Rosado, because I feel like he was kind of unfair in regards to the PED situation with Devin Haney and Ryan. Did he take a point? There it is. Yep, Oscar called it. There goes a point taken. Thomas Taylor. I don't think Hart deserved a point taken, but okay. Well, this is going to even the score. Shout out to Oscar called it. Facts. Yep. That's what Thomas Taylor does. Thomas Taylor going to look out for the A side. Thomas Taylor's going to look out for the A side. And he's a good ref, though. He's a good ref. I'm not saying he's a bad ref. But he definitely going to, you know. Unity says, Hart looking like he gassing out. Yeah, he does. The punches getting to him. I thought Cole was slightly edging that round, and now that's a 10-8 round for Cole. He got his point back. That doesn't look good for Thomas Taylor. That. Oh man, that Oscar predicted that he was gonna take a point to even it up, and he did that. That's not good for Thomas Taylor. Kendrick said he a goofy ref. He always has to make the fight about him. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. He took a point. This is the co-main, huh? Let's get it. Oscar said that's Thomas Taylor. He a diva. Facts. He a repressed diva. He needs to be a center of attention. True. Shoot. Speaking of Anthony Yard too, Anthony Yard and Ben Whitaker. That's a good fight too. Oh, your boy got some cookies and some ice cream. Ooh, let's go. And hey, and this is a crazy part, right? And no disrespect to Jesse Hart or Khalil Cole, but it's just like the light heavyweight division is good, but it's good at the top, right? Like, I don't think anybody in their wildest dreams. Oh, nice left hook. Nice body shot for Jesse Hart after the left hook from Khalil Cole. Like, it's just such a wide gap between Benavidez, Bivol, Beterbiev, and everybody else. Like both of these guys, no disrespect, but they're food to Benavidez, Beterbiev, and Bivol. It's not that they're bad. It's just that, you know. Oh. Actually, I don't even see either one of them beating Morrell or Callum Smith either, to be honest. I could see Morrell getting a belt. I'm not sure about Callum Smith. I like Callum Smith, but I'm not sure. G Tatted, what's good, my brother? Cole playing dirty. Hey, Ty, he got to do what he got to do. Oh, that was a nice left uppercut from Khalil Cole. Nice three-punch combination for Jesse Hart trying to answer back. But that uppercut, that was 5 from Khalil Cole. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, BTA, G. That's straight BTA. Benavidez, Morrell. No, not Morrell. Benavidez, Beterbiev, Bivol. They too strong up there. That's I got 10-9 for Cole. Dane says Thomas Taylor is the same ref who took a point from Morrell versus Benavidez. Yep, but they were both hitting after the bell. Yep, with 0 warning. That's another example. Round 11 when Morrell dropped Benavidez. Yep, that's a fact. Shout out to my brother Oster dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. Oster says, OG, oh, I appreciate the love, bro. He says, I got Andy Cruz. Okay. 9-3? Oh, you got him smoking him. 9-3, if not a stoppage. Oh, boy. He said, I feel like he going to call Keyshawn Davis out. You don't call Keyshawn out, huh? That's just by unpopular. No, I don't think that's unpopular. I mean, he already said that he wants to fight Keyshawn. He's been saying that, right? So I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I don't really understand what Keyshawn's doing. On one hand, he's saying he wants to fight Devin Haney at 147. On the other hand, he's saying he'll knock out Tank at 135. On the other hand, saying he'll fight Andy Cruz if he gets a belt. So, and then on the other hand, he missed weight at his last fight for 140. So I don't know what Keyshawn's doing. I didn't think he would go back to 135, but he's been talking about it. I've been watching a couple interviews with him as of late, and he's been talking about 135. So, and he also talked about 147, and he also talked about 140. So I don't know. Oster's unpopular opinion. Hey, that could be a segment you should do for your shorts or something. Oster's unpopular opinion. Hell, I might pull you up and have and do a short on this channel called Oster's unpopular opinion. Oh, that was a nice left uppercut by Jesse Hart. Khalil Cole trying to walk him down, but Jesse Hart is fighting back. Khalil Cole with a nice straight. Sending Jesse Hart back against the ropes momentarily. Thomas Taylor breaks it up. Jesse Hart is in the corner. He does not want to be in the corner. Khalil Cole letting his hands go. Referee warning Khalil Cole about that forearm. Ooh, that was a nice right hand from Jesse Hart. Another right hand from Jesse Hart. That was nice. Khalil Cole's taking these shots pretty well, though. Big old blockhead boy. Oh! Khalil. Boy. I guess he tripped or something. I thought he clocked him. He said, you hear Greg Hackett out in the court. I don't hear it. You know I can't hear it. Nice body shot from Jesse Hart. Double up. Yeah, oh, so you should do that, bro. You should do like a segment for shorts called Oster's Unpopular Opinion. That just flows. Oster's Unpopular Opinion. Be an acronym. OUO. OUO. Oster's Unpopular Opinion. To me, that's a Khalil Cole round. What y'all got? Don't forget to smack that like button for your boy. Keep us going and growing, man. Lets me know. Like and subscribe. Lets me know that the work I'm putting in is not going to waste. You know what I'm saying? Valuable time I'm putting in on this YouTube. We got to keep it going. Speaking of that, chat, you know, I saw, and I don't like talking about people, you know, I don't want to talk about people, so I'm not gonna, I don't even know the person anyway, but this person was like, oh, they're done making boxing content because they're not getting the reaction that they wanted, or they aren't feeling the support. They said it was a good long journey, but I'm gonna stop because it's not worth my time. So I was just curious. I was like, dang, you know, I feel it, because it is tough to grow, you know, and then when you put a lot of work and time into making something and whatever it is, you know, and then you don't get the reception that you thought you would get, it's kind of deflating. But you got to keep going, bro. You don't know when your time is. Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. Nice shots for Jesse Hart. But then I looked because I had a curiosity. I was like, okay, let me see how much work you've been putting in. I shit you not, chat. The person had 13 videos. 13, not 30, not 300, not 1,300, 13. I put out 108 videos in a month before. The man put out 13 videos, bro, in the lifetime of his channel. And is audacious enough to complain about not getting enough support and feel like they're wasting their time. That's crazy. To each his own, though. You know, people want instantaneous success, man. Some people get it, but that's part of the process. That's how you get weeded out. The ones who really want it and the ones that don't. Nice. Yo, shout out to my brother Oster, gifted the 5 memberships, man. Coming through, dropping memberships like Oprah, baking biscuits for the hood.
1, 2, 3. You get a call. 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 Everybody gets a call.
Shout out to Oster, man. I appreciate the gifted memberships, man. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, if you receive a gifted membership, compliments of OGO, please consider renewing that membership upon expiration. You know, it really helps us keep going and growing. The membership really contributes to keep the lights on and keep us motivated. But we discipline. But motivation helps discipline, you know. But thank you so much, Oster. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the members. Shout out to all the super chatters, all the stickers, all the people that like and comment. Thank you. All the donations, all the cash appers, I thank you. Shout out to my brother Oster, man. Good looking out, man. Thank you, bro. I think Jesse Hart could have won this round. I don't know. He got to be more active, man. Like right now, just pump that jab out. There you go. Shout out to my brother OG. Oh, man, we got to get these memberships up so we can unlock another remote. Let's go, man. That could have went either way. I'm going to lean towards hard on that one. Man, appreciate that, Oster. Let's go, man. Oh, yeah, those of you, you know, I know I haven't been putting out as much content as I usually do, but it's because I have a new gig, man. So putting my degrees, plural, to good use. So, you know, God bless me with the job. So that's why my frequency of videos and content hasn't been up there, because still trying to get acclimated to my schedule and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? So like I was supposed to go live on Wednesday. I couldn't go live because I had a big old conference after work. So we're gonna get right though. We will get right though. 10th and final round. Let's get right. We dedicated to it though. We not gonna stop. I just, you know, like the newsletter, I had to slow down a little bit. I'm trying to get that back right. Still got to get my schedule right. We're gonna be good. But we still on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We still here, baby. Shout out to my brother Oster. He said, all good. More members, more benefits. Hey, we try to get them all. You feel me? Remember, we moving uphill. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Uphill battle. That's a fact. But that's how we like it, because once we get it, can't nobody take it from us. 11-11. Ain't God good? 11-11. Thank God for the blessings. Yo. My screen, I just jumped from 2 minutes and 15 seconds to 2 minutes and 1 second. My screen just froze, but we back now. Ooh, that was a nice 3-piece combination from Jesse Hart. Somebody's going to be upset that they lose. This is a close fight. If Jesse Hart didn't lose that point, he may have won. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw. I would actually I kind of think it should be. I got to count my scorecard, though. Oh, now I have Hart winning. Actually, it depends on who wins this round. Cole needs this round on my scorecard to get a draw. I got it 5 rounds to 4 in favor of Hart. So this is a pivotal round right here on my scorecard. So far, I have Jesse Hart winning this round, though. Facts, Ty. Ty said the scorecards for the look Mickey. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I think Hart won that last round, man. I'm gonna be honest though. I wouldn't mind seeing them fight again. I don't really want to see them fight again, but I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I got 6 rounds to 4 in favor of Hart, man. Excuse me. Chat, let me go grab a cookie. Yeah, I have it for Hart too. Wongo. Kendrick said Cole did not win this. Yeah, I agree. I don't think so either. I have it 6-4 for Hart as well, Kendrick. Either way, or they'll punish Jesse for not throwing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Either that. Shout out to Ty. He said either that or they'll punish Jesse for not throwing. Exactly. I'll be right back. Let me go grab a cookie real quick. I'm gonna run this ad. For the one time, I'm gonna run this ad for the one time. So you can't get enough of the doc? Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about it. You're not alone, but I do have a fix for you. Head over to docscorner.beehive.com where you can find all of the hottest news, the latest news, all real talk, no gimmicks, and no fluff. Right here at Doc's Corner, a newsletter written by yours truly. In order to sign up, all you have to do is enter your email here. But I will tell you, if your name is still long sweaty big balls at hotmail.com, you will not receive an email from me. Change it or you won't be getting this newsletter, bruh. I'm sorry. And it's delivered personally to you, right in your inbox every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And always remember, the doctor's in your corner. Oh, Lord. I'm back. I'm back. Two folks said both them boys are 36 out there. Cole need to go to cruiserweight, you feel me? Or he just might not be as good as I thought. Could be a combination of both. Wait, Khalil Cole won? Wow. Khalil Cole just won that? Wow.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit!
Wow. I need to see these scorecards. ASAP. ASAP. Wow. Oscar says someone had it 96-92. They probably scored that slam and knockdown. hey, Wongo. Bro, they must have scored the slam and knockdown, bro. Hey, yo. I told you that was the best shot of the night. So, I mean, it makes sense. He hit him with the F5. Wasn't the F5 Brock Lesnar's move? He hit him with the F5, man. They probably scored it. They probably scored it as a knockdown, man. You let somebody scoop you like that, you deserve to lose. I told you I ain't like that fit, man. I like the idea of the fit, but I didn't like the execution, man. I didn't know if he was about to come box or do a Magic Mike. I ain't know. It's a little shaky, man. You out here getting scooped up. He tossed you in the air like that. Had your meat in the air, the feet in the air. Had your meat in the air and your feet in the air. Oh, man, that's not funny, though. Nah, they robbed Jesse Hart, though, bro. Shout out to Khalil Cotto. Just Do in the building. What's good, brethren? What it do? He said, appreciate the membership. You already know, man. That's my brother Oster did that, man. Shout out to Oster, man. Shout out to Oster, man. Kendrick said, winning with 5 punches landing per round is crazy. Very crazy. Cole won by takedown. You feel me? Bro, that's crazy, man. Average someone in the building. What's good? Big member in the building. Yeah, I think Jesse Hart won that. Yeah, I don't think he shouldn't have another L. That's what, 4 L's now? Yeah, that's tough too. Jesse Hart got to go right back to what it is? TCL, Team Combat League. That's messed up, man. Jesse Hart has a career of, I'm not implying that all of his decisions were bad decisions, but you know, he had a close decision loss to Joe Smith Jr. Lost by decision twice to Zerto. Not saying the Zerto ones were controversial, but I'm just saying that Khalil Cole was controversial. Joe Smith Jr. was close. That sucks, man. Hate to see it, man. You like to see when the winner wins, right? You know, and plus Khalil Cole came in 7 pounds overweight. I can't rock with that. And that's gonna suck because now Jesse Hart, he gonna have it in his head like, dang, I probably shouldn't have took the fight. Because if he didn't have the 7 pound advantage, I would have won. You gonna feel like that. That's why I said that it always sucks, because it just tarnishes the fight, man. It just tarnishes the fight, man. Even like with Matias and Dalton Smith, like let's say Dalton Smith would have lost. And of course Dalton Smith gonna feel like, I fought a guy that's cheating, you know, like I only lost because he had performance enhancing drugs. Like even if it was a small inconsequential amount, it's just like, of course you're gonna feel like that. So that's why I just think it's so weak, man. It just tarnishes, I don't know, just stains the fight, man. And so it's like easy to say, oh, you didn't have to take the fight, but it's like, no, you probably already spent that money in your head. you spent the money in your head. You know, you gotta pay. You probably already paid sparring partners. You know, using that money depending on that money to pay sparring partners, pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you bought it, whatever purchases you made in your imagination with that money that you ain't get yet. So it's like we gotta think about that aspect too. And it sucks because only in boxing, it's like, oh, yeah, only in boxing, really. I mean, I guess UFC too, but mostly in boxing, it's like that's the only sport, really, almost the only job where you could have your pay taken away and it have nothing to do with you. like if LeBron James doesn't play for the Lakers and they're playing the Celtics, I mean, the Celtics are still going to get paid whether LeBron James plays or not. You see what I'm saying? You mess around and if if Canelo has a fight and Canelo doesn't fight, then his opponent lost that money. That's crazy. So I understand why Jesse Hart took it, but that sucks. Tufo said, if I get robbed, I'd rather the scorecards be wide than make it seem like they won a close fight. Yeah, man. Man, that's tough. My guy Average in the building. He said, main event is going to be lit, though. Yeah, man. Who you rocking with? Average, I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaning towards Muratalla. I find myself leaning Muratalla, man. But I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. I'm not sure, but I'm leaning towards Muratalla. Slightly. Oster says, told y'all the referee ain't see it. Must have been from the same unit Tank rep was from. Oh, man. Look at Fast Eddie. Dane says, complete ripoff multiple ways. I don't count that as an L. Yeah, bro. I don't like it, bro. I feel bad for Jesse Hart, man. That sucks. But I will say this. Of course, we have to be grading the performance. I think he should have let his hands go a little more, man. I think he should have jabbed a little bit more. Not saying, I'm not saying that he should have lost because he didn't do that. But I'm saying if he would have did that, he may have avoided a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have, I don't know, made it a more convincing win. But I still think he should have won, though. But there were spots that I was like, man, he should pump out his jab more. You know, I was saying that throughout the fight. So still, that doesn't change the fact that I feel like he should have won. I agree. I think it was a ripoff. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. I think that was a robbery, man. We have robbery of the year contender so far, chat. Tufo said they gonna feed Cole to Ben Whitaker. Yeah, I think Cole up out of there. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm not mad at that fight. Khalil Cole and Ben Whitaker. I like that. I would have Ben Whitaker. I was thinking about that. I like that fight. I would have Ben Whitaker, though. Said Just Salute. Yeah, just that's a good dude right there, man. I rock with Just Do. That's a good channel right there, if I do say so myself. Bro, hey. This is a good fight, man. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. I mean, I think it will happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen. But Boots and Virgil, that's a good fight, man. I'm leaning towards Boots, but I don't think that's a wash. The only reason why I feel like it could be an easy fight for Boots is just because how Virgil's team is acting. Like Team Virgil, they're acting like they don't want that fight. And so if you're gonna make it seem like you don't want the fight, then I think it's because you see something that you don't believe. You have a reason that you don't believe in yourself or your fighter. So that's the only reason why I think that Boots should be the favorite, because of that. But outside of that, I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. I think it's a great fight. But if they don't want to fight Boots, and they know what's happening, you feel me? So if you're not confident in yourself, then I can't be confident in you. Other than that, man, I think just off of like skill for skill, I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. But I would lean towards Boots slightly. Two folks that call it battle of the suspects. Yeah, but I'm not sold on Ben Whitaker, man. I think I'm not gonna say as soon as he steps up, but pretty much as soon as Ben Whitaker steps up, like I don't know. I mean, how long can they hide him, right? You got to think because who's with Matchroom? Bivol with Matchroom, right? Bivol with Matchroom. Callum Smith is with Matchroom. Khalil Cole's with Matchroom. Which I'm not saying he high for Khalil Cole, but he got to get it in somehow. And then, you know, you have David Morrell floating around. Who is David Morrell signed to? I know he was with PBC. Is he still with PBC? I'm not sure. I'm not sure where David Morrell signed at. I think he's still with PBC, but I'm not certain. I mean, maybe Ben Whitaker could wait Bivol and Beterbiev out, but he can't wait Benavidez, or Benavidez might go to cruiserweight, so maybe he could wait him out, but he can't wait Morrell out. I mean, I guess he could kind of wait out Callum Smith, Anthony Yard, Beterbiev, and Bivol. I guess he really only has to worry about Morrell, I guess, if you want to look at it like that. Morrell and Benavidez, but Benavidez might go to cruiser and might stay there. I don't know. Said Bowsy versus RGBA. Bowsy's Dungeon versus Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. 5v5. A. About to get one of them in right now. Oster said Ben saved with that fake ass leg. And bro, my boy had the play tape on there, man. He had the play tape. Oh, I forgot about. Speaking of that too, Oster. I don't know why when you said that, it just reminded me. What's the other guy? They have another light heavyweight in England. What's his name, bro? He trains with Malik. Malik Scott. I can't remember his name right now. Ezra Taylor. Ezra Taylor and Ben Whitaker's a good fight. I think Ezra Taylor's fighting Craig Richardson. Not Craig Richardson, sorry. Willie Hutchinson. I think Ezra Taylor's fighting Willie Hutchinson next. I think that's a good fight. He said Morrell and Colin Smith supposed to have something popping, man. I'm so sick of hearing about their purse bid. I'm sick of hearing about Colin Smith and David Morrell's purse bid. I'm sick of hearing about Diego Pacheco and Hamza Shiraz's purse bid. And I'm sick of hearing about Richard Torres and Frank Sanchez purse bid. Man, get it popping with them pins, man. Them pins and those signatures, man. We've been hearing about those gosh dang purse bids for 2 months. He said, man, Ben gonna get knocked out. All right, man, let's get it. Bro, can you believe it? Next week is it next week? Shakur and Teofimo next week? Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. It's not a bad month of boxing, man. It's pretty good. So far 2026 has been pretty good with boxing. I'm not gonna lie. Especially for January. Pretty good. This fight here, man, I can't call it, man. I can see Andy Cruz boxing Raymond Muratalla's head off. I can see Raymond Muratalla catching Andy Cruz. Hey, shout out to my guy Average Someone dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. I appreciate it, man. Average Someone said, let's get it. See y'all after the fight. Yes, sir. Deuces, man. I'm assuming who you picking, Average? I'm assuming when you asked and I said I'm leaning towards Muratalla, I'm assuming you pick Muratalla too, because usually you'll say, let's bet. So I'm assuming you're probably leaning towards Muratalla. I don't know. It's only the 23 up, bruh. Hey. That's some good fights, Oster. Like I said, I know. Hey. I know the Zuffa boxing wasn't all that, but for an inaugural event, I thought it was pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Now let's see what they do with Ja Battaglia on March 8th, good Lord willing. That's going to be a unification between the IBF Ring Magazine Australian champion Ja Battaglia versus the Armenian WBC belt holder Noel McCallan. We'll see. I wouldn't complain if that's it. I think that'd be great. Andy Cruz looking like he wearing something that Stephen Fulton would wear. Osa said Andy Cruz about to beat the heck out of Ray. Ray, you good. However, Andy just better. Hey, you might be right. You might be right, bro. I don't know, man. I think this is a good one. I think we got a good one on our hands. I think Andy Cruz. I think Raymond Muratalla is I think Raymond Muratalla has fought the better competition so far. And I mean, Andy Cruz only has 6 fights, right? So that's not saying a whole lot, but also, you know, Andy Cruz also has that extensive amateur pedigree, right? And that means something as well. So yeah. And then of course, you know, we talk about Andy Cruz getting buzzed by Antonio Moran, an older Antonio Moran, but Andy Cruz also stopped Antonio Moran as well. So I want to say this too, though. Shout out to Muratalla. I know there's been some people saying that he had to take the fight. I don't know how true that is, but I'll tell you this: I'm glad he took the fight. So shout out to Muratalla, shout out to Andy Cruz. We need more. We need more of this. Less of the situation with Virgil and Boots. More situations like Muratalla and Cruz. You feel me? What song he's coming out to? Yep. Also said if it means something for Loma and Madrimal, then the same applies to Andy. I agree. I agree that amateur background means something. I agree. It doesn't mean everything, but it means a good enough amount of, it means a good enough amount of something. Bro, what if Andy Cruz stop him in 5? What if Raymond Muratalla stop him in 2? Robert Garcia, his son Peter Garcia. Got Bozy Ennis. I can't remember the lady's name, but I always see her. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Is it going to be and still? Or is it going to be and the new? We're about to find out for the IBF 135-pound belt. President Daryl Peoples. We have Raymond Muratalla defending against Andy Cruz. Muratalla, the American, against Cruz, the Cuban. I got to turn it up, man, for the main event so I can hear it a little bit. Hopefully it's not coming through the speaker. I mean through the mic. Dang, that got to be the person holding the belt. That has to be Muratalla's brother. They look exactly alike. That's crazy. Like they could be twins. Bozy and Robert, let's get right. We need to see more Bozy fighters versus Robert fighters. Specifically, Boots and Virgil. I love to see when Bozy and Robert Garcia when Bozy and this Robert Garcia met with each other before the fight. I like that, you know what I'm saying? Let's get right. Round 1. Let's go. IBF championship on the line. Raymond Muratalla defending against Andy Cruz. Muratalla is applying that pressure early. Throwing little phantom jabs coming from Muratalla. Ooh, that was a quick jab from Andy Cruz. Then he's followed up with a double jab into a straight right hand. Didn't hit on the target, but them things coming fast. Oh, boy. I almost called him Harvey Dent. Like it's Batman with Two-Face. Harvey Dock is a referee. Ooh, jab to the body and a counter right hand over the top from Andy Cruz. Raymond Muratalla better not do that no more. Another right hand from Andy Cruz. He better not do that no more. Don't do that no more. Andy Cruz landed 2 straight right hands. Boy. Andy Cruz is quick and sharp. Raymond Muratalla is definitely a step behind. He's going to have to work off his timing, because Cruz is just quicker. Oh boy, double up on the right hand coming from Andy Cruz. Raymond Muratalla is taking them well, but it's just the first round. You can't take those all night. A minute and 8 seconds left of the first round. Oh boy, yeah, Andy Cruz too fast, but Raymond Muratalla is fighting now. Oh, it's turned into a fight. Andy Cruz is too fast for him, man. And then punches coming in combinations, punches in bunches. But I will tell you this though, they start mixing it up and exchanging. That's when it starts to favor Muratalla. But if Andy Cruz could keep beating him to the punch and hitting him 3 times for his 1, Andy Cruz is in good shape. Raymond Muratalla is doing a lot of stalking. Raymond Muratalla is trying to go to the body, and Andy Cruz is ready to pounce on him with counters over the top. Kind of reminds me when Errol Spence was going to the body of Terrence Crawford, and Crawford, it almost felt like he was baiting him to go to the body so he could counter over the top. Similar fashion what Andy Cruz is doing right now. I give that round to Andy Cruz. Anubis says 1-0 Cruz. Yeah, I agree. Jay Sharp says Dice Cruz. Yeah, I got Cruz winning that round. Well, that was a nice right hand to the body. We saw that though, coming from Raymond Muratalla on the replay. Round number 2 underway. Round 2 of 12. Championship 135 IBF fight between Raymond Muratalla and Andy Cruz, both undefeated. I really mean it. Oh, nice right hand from Raymond Muratalla. Snuck that in there. Andy Cruz is circling, but Raymond Muratalla is doing a good job cutting off the ring. He's not just following him. Doing a good job cutting off the ring. Not saying that Andy Cruz isn't comfortable in these positions, but Raymond Muratalla is doing a good job of not giving Andy Cruz the entire real estate to travel around. Nice 1-2 from Raymond. So far, I have Raymond winning this round. I have the champion winning this round. Nice body shot jab from Andy Cruz, but Raymond Muratalla countered with a straight right hand over the top into a left hand as well. Andy Cruz just, oof, landed a nice left straight. Now a little jab. They're exchanging, man. Nice bright hook to the body from Raymond Muratalla. Oh, nice right hand from Raymond Muratalla. I think that hurt Andy Cruz, chat. I think Andy Cruz, I'm not saying he hurt, but I think he felt that. Raymond Muratalla knew he landed a good shot. He came forward with alacrity after that shot. I don't blame him. He said, "Yeah, I saw the clip from Antonio Moran. I saw when he clipped you." That was a nice 2-punch combination from Andy Cruz, though. Seemed like he settled back down. Nice body shot followed by a jab up top by Raymond Muratalla. That was a nice counter shot from Andy Cruz. After the little wild right hand from Raymond Muratalla. This is a Muratalla round for me, though. Ooh, nice little exchange at the end. Two-0 Cruz, says Anubis. I have a 1-1. I like both their fits, though. I'll tell you that. I like Muratalla's fit and Andy Cruz's fit. Okay, the shot on the replay it didn't land wasn't as devastating of a shot as I thought it was on the replay. He still landed, but I thought he landed with the follow-up hook, and it seemed like it just missed. Nice body shot with the right hand after the jab from Muratalla. Body shot to headshot from Andy Cruz. Body head. Ooh, nice counter with the straight right hand from Andy Cruz. Ooh, nice straight fast jab from Andy Cruz, and then Raymond Muratalla comes with the overhand right that lands, but Andy Cruz saw it coming and rolled with it. Nice body shot from Cruz. Referee warns him to keep him up. Harvey Dock. Nice jab from Andy Cruz. Jab again. Followed up by Raymond Muratalla. Double jab. Hey, this is a good fight, man. It feels like a big fight, man. Love that. Oh, they mixed it up now. Raymond Muratalla ripping shots to the body. Andy Cruz pinpoint accuracy to the head and the body. You can see in the exchanges, though, who is sharper. You can see that Andy Cruz is sharper, but you can see Raymond Muratalla is punching with more intent. Bad intentions. Nice Andy Cruz. Bro, this is a good fight, bro. Nice counter shot from Andy Cruz. That was a nice little peekaboo straight right hand from Raymond Muratalla. Nice jab from Andy. This is a close round, bruh. Edge it towards Cruz, man. I'm gonna edge it towards Cruz on that one, chat.
For your listening pleasure, we are now on Spotify under Dr. Boxing Talk. The same thing on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything. Dr. Boxing Talk, man. Come rock with us. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Anubis has a 3-0 Cruz. Okay. He ain't showing Raymond no love, huh? I feel it. It's been close. I have a 2-1 Cruz. First and third to Cruz. Second to Muratalla. Let's get it. Round number 4. Raymond Muratalla is still cutting off the ring, doing it good. He's just a little bit cautious of coming in. So, ooh, that was a nice left hook to the body. Like a little from Muratalla, but Andy Cruz threw a vicious uppercut that just missed before that. Nice little exchange right there. Both landed some good shots. Nice exchange. I think Andy won that little exchange. Ooh, that was nice from Cruz. Raymond Muratalla was going for something, and then he stopped after getting popped. Oof. Raymond Muratalla defended those shots very well. I think Raymond Muratalla has a... I know it's a bit risky because Andy Cruz is looking for it, but he might have to tag that body a little bit. Nice right hand for Andy Cruz. Nice 3-punch combination towards the end from Raymond Muratallya. I think that's a Cruz round for me. That was a close round too. I'm going with Cruz on that one. That was a close round though, man. I don't know. Someone gave that Muratallya. I'm not mad. Anubis has a 4-0 Cruz. I don't know why people are mad at Shields and Deserve, man. I like it. I mean, I'd rather. I don't know. I can't say I'd rather Shadeja. I mean, Shadeja would probably be more interesting because we haven't seen it before. But you know, Cruz did beat Shadeja, and Clarissa was a good fight too. You know, that was her debut. So I think Clarissa will fight Shadeja. So and Cruz is a 2-belt champion. One two for Muratallya. Andy Cruz threw a body shot that puts Muratallya back. Nice. Uh-oh. Getting a little scrappy. He's getting a little scrappy. Okay, 3-punch combination from Andy Cruz. 1-2 for Andy Cruz. 1-2 from Raymond Muratallya and some extra stuff that just missed. I like how Raymond Muratallya is going in cautiously and stepping out. That means he knows that's what Andy Cruz is trying to set him up for a trap. So he's being cautious, very cautious about fully committing. Nice exchange right there. Both landing. Nice. Mmm. 45 seconds left. I think Andy Cruz just caught Muratallya with a good shot. But I like Muratallya's work this round. You know, I like the... Nice straight right hand from Muratallya that just caught Andy Cruz as he was trying to get off the back of the ropes. He just went for the body shot too. Shout out to Muratallya. I think this is a Muratallya round, man. Five 0 Andy? I got it 3-2 Andy. Zombie was good. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. Good Lord willing. Well, I'm so tired, chat. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get it. Round number 6. That was a nice sneaky right hand from Muratalla. Muratalla pushes Andy Cruz back. Andy Cruz wisely blitzed Raymond Muratalla to alleviate some of that pressure to get himself out the corner. Muratalla has good. Oh, Andy Cruz waiting for the clinch because Muratalla is good at cutting off the ring, man. He's trying to pin Andy Cruz against the ropes, pin him in the corner like a $2 hole. He's trying to make sure he can't move as much. And Raymond Muratalla just let off a 3-punch combination, landed 2 of them. Andy Cruz responds with a jab, though. Nice jab from Raymond Muratalla, beating Andy Cruz jab. That was a nice, slick little right uppercut from Raymond Muratalla. Raymond Muratalla almost threw a little wild right body shot, but he pulled it back at the last second, but not quick enough for Andy Cruz. Before Andy Cruz could get that counter off. Andy Cruz a nice 2-piece and a biscuit right there. Landing on the forehead and the chin of Raymond Muratalla. Ooh, nice 1-2 from Andy Cruz. Raymond Muratalla spins around. He takes it well. Muratalla tried to throw a right uppercut on the inside. Whew, Andy Cruz just threw a 5 left hook. He just missed, though. Jeez, I'm peas. Andy Cruz said, hey, man, you hit me in my back, but it wasn't intentional by Raymond Muratalla. Andy Cruz literally turned his back, trying to dodge it, you know. Made himself small, which is what you're supposed to do. Ooh, that was a nice exchange from both fighters. They mixed it up at the end. I gave that last round to Muratalla, man. This is gonna be a tough fight to score if it keeps going like this, chat. It keeps going like this. It's gonna be a tough fight to score. Somebody gonna be upset. I have it 3 rounds to 3. Anubis has a 5-1 Andy. I have a 3-3. Nice body shots from Raymond. Nice sneaky left straight from Andy Cruz. Ooh, a little slight head clash right there towards the end of the round. Respect to Cruz and Muratalla, man. Nice jab for Andy Cruz. Jab return for his trouble from Muratalla. Uh-huh. If this goes the distance, whoever loses is going to be mad. And they can make a movie out of this. Ooh, nice left hands from Muratalla. Nice jab for Andy Cruz. Nice 1-2 from Andy Cruz. Ooh. Andy Cruz rolled with it, but that right hand. And then Andy Cruz landed the right hand of his own. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Raymond Muratalla has the advantage, dog. I feel like Raymond Muratalla started wearing Andy Cruz down a little bit. I don't know. This is a close 7th round, man. It can go either way. I'm kind of leaning towards Muratalla, chat. Oh, my goodness. This is a good fight, y'all. This is a good fight, y'all. This is a good fight. I'm not mad at anybody giving that to Cruz. I'm giving that to Muratalla, though. That was a close round. This is why they fight, chat. Let's get right. This is why they fight, chat. Anubis says 5-2 Andy. Don't forget to smack the like button for your boy. I appreciate it. Let's keep us going and growing. Yes, indeed, in the building one time for the ladies. I'm trying to stay up. Shawa. Queen Shawala Ya. Y'all check out Queen Shawala Ya. Great channel over there. Yes, indeed. Boxing. Yes, indeed. It's a great boxing channel and so much more. Y'all check her out. I'm trying to blink and make sure I don't sleep. Nice jab, double jab. Ooh, stiff jab from Andy Cruz. Nice body shot from Raymond Muratalla with the right hand. Okay. Andy Cruz with the counters. Okay. Nice body shot from Muratalla. Nice counter from Andy Cruz. Oh, that sharpness. Uh-oh. It's turned into a dogfight. Nice exchanges. But that pressure. Shaw says, this got me up. I'm telling you. Lord. I've been in here just quiet. Okay, I appreciate you. Nice. From Andy Cruz, 2-punch combination. Body shot from Raymond Muratalla. Jab and another jab, then a 1-2 from Andy Cruz. Momentarily stands Raymond Muratalla up. Double body shot, then the right hand to the head of Muratalla coming from Andy Cruz. Not too much stank on the punches. Ooh, that was a nice slick little uppercut with the right hand from Raymond Muratalla. He didn't put too much stank on it, but like it surprised him that he landed. But he definitely threw off a instinct. Nice stiff jab from Andy Cruz. I think this is the Andy Cruz round, y'all. Oh, hold on now. Hold on now. Raymond Muratalla is going to win rounds just from stalking alone, I'm telling you. But I think this is an Andy Cruz round. That was a nice right hand. Andy Cruz rolled with it, though. And wisely rotated to the left off the ropes. He does not want to be pinned down by Muratalla. Now, that was a good round for both, but I have Cruz winning that round. I have Cruz winning that round, y'all. Boy. Nice round for... I agree, Wongo. I agree. Anubis at 6'2". Andy, I have it 4. I have it 4-4 right now. I have it a draw through 8. You have it tied as well? That's what I'm talking about. I'm in good company then. Let's get it. Round number 9. Andy Cruz nor Raymond Muratalla. Neither one of them can afford to be left behind. Ooh, that was a nice counter right hand from Andy Cruz. Sharp, too. Oh, boy. Right hand's going off. Right hands galore from Andy Cruz. Doubled up on the right hands into a left. Raymond Muratalla tries to come on, too. Letting his hands go. Andy Cruz seems like he's coming out with a little bit more fervor this 9th round. Whatever Bozy said to him turned him up a little bit, but can he sustain it? Oh, that was a nice counter shot from Andy Cruz. Through 45 seconds right now, Cruz is coming out hot. Can he sustain it for the rest of the 2 minutes left? Let's see. Let's see. Andy Cruz is landing. A minute and 51 seconds left in the 9th round. Almost halfway through the 9th round. I think Cruz is leading so far. But can he keep it up? That pressure mounting again. I'm not going to lie. Muratalla has been doing a beautiful job cutting off the ring, man. You feel me? And Cruz has been doing a great job countering. It's a great fight, man. And woman. This is a great fight, all. A minute and 15 seconds left. 1-1-2 from Muratalla. Pretty much just hit the air. Andy Cruz rolling with some shots. But will the judges notice that he's rolling with it? He definitely rolled with that last shot. I feel like someone's going to get put on their back pockets. I feel like somebody going to get dropped in the 10th round, y'all. I don't know why I feel like that. Muratalla digging to the body. I feel like it's going to be a mean counter shot. It's going to drop somebody in the 10th round. Andy Cruz shakes his head like all that flurry was nothing. He ain't feel none of that. Mr. Thomas Hill in the building was good. T. Hill, 2 Trill. Ooh, that was a nice counter left hand from Raymond Muratalla. Was it enough to win the round? I think not. Andy Cruz came alive that last round. Whatever Bowsy told him, tell him again. Whatever Bowsy told him, he better tell him again. That was a good round for Muratalla. I mean, Andy. My brother Thomas in the building. Thomas has a 6'3" on his card. Hey, I'm not mad at that. Good doc of that boxing talk. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I be trying, man. I be trying. Anubis has a 7-2 Andy. Let's get it. Round number 10. Who wants it more, chat? The champion defending or the contender in pursuit? Time to dig deep. No time to be cute. Ooh, triple jab from Raymond Muratalla. You see him. Followed up by 1-2. Nice counter right hand from Andy Cruz. Chris Mannix gave that last round to Muratalla. Oh, wow. Huh. I thought that was a clear Cruz round. Ooh, that was a nice body shot into a left hand from Raymond Muratalla. Andy Cruz hit him with a counter as well, but Muratalla won that exchange. Ooh, that was a nice right hand from Andy Cruz. And got out the way for that counter from Raymond Muratalla. Man, this is a great fight, dog. You can see Andy Cruz's shots just get there a little bit straighter, a little bit sharper, with a little bit more precision. Raymond Muratalla's punches are a little bit heavier. Takes a little longer to get there, a little more looping, but they're punishing though. I don't care what nobody say, man. Hey, win or lose, I want to see both of them again. Oh, that was a nice sneaky straight right from Raymond Muratalla. Chat, remember I said someone's going to get dropped in the 10th round. Remember I said that. We got a minute left. We got a minute left. Let's see if I predicted that. So far I have it for, it's a close round, but I'm slightly edging it towards Muratalla. 48 seconds left in the 10th round. Sharp jab from Andy. Double jab from Andy. While Cruz trying to find the angle to attack. Jab to the body from Muratalla. Jab to the face from Cruz. Swing and a miss from Raymond. Slightly edge that to Muratalla, chat, but if someone gave it to Cruz, I ain't mad at you. Rest in peace, Pop. Rest in peace, Pop. I want to know Ty's scorecard. Anubis says he has an 8-2 for Andy. I'm not mad at that. I have it 5-5. Ooh-wee, this thing getting hot. It's contentious. It's hot. It's contentious. Let's get it. I guess I was wrong, chat. I thought somebody was going down in the 10th. I was wrong. I will say this, though. I might have it a draw, but I think most people would be leaning towards CRUZ. I think Muratalla has to turn up. And, I mean, CRUZ, he can't afford to, you know what I'm saying, be lackadaisical either. Just to make sure he secures the victory, he got to lock in and tighten up too, but I'm not sure people... Oh, that was a slip. I think that was a slip. Was that a... I think that was a little slip for Andy Cruz. I don't think it was a... I don't know. Nah, it was a slip. I'm not sure the judges see it how I see it. I don't know what Harvey Doc just said to Raymond, but warned him for something. Maybe a headbutt. I don't know. I didn't really see. Nice jab to the body from Raymond. Jab to the head from CRUZ. They both exchanged jabs right there, snapping each other's head back. Body head jab from CRUZ. Mostly phantom, didn't really land. A little 4-punch combination from Raymond Muratalla. Mostly blocked, but it looked good. Halfway through the 11th round, y'all. Championship rounds. Who wants it more? Who's going to dig deeper? Andy Cruz warned to keep them hands up. Inadvertent low blow. Not intentional. Been a very clean fight too, chat. Very clean fight. Shout out to Muratalla and Cruz. Remember, chat, I don't know how the referees see it. Not the referee. I don't know how the judges see it, but remember in boxing, I don't really like this saying, but I mean, it makes sense though. But they say you got to take the belt. We got to remember Raymond has the belt. Raymond has been pushing the fight. Don't forget that. Keep that in mind. But Andy Cruz is a slicker boxer. He's a slicker boxer, and oh, nice exchange from both fighters. Oh, that's a close fight, chat. Andy Cruz is very comfortable fighting off his back foot too, so you got to keep that in mind as well. Just because Raymond Muratalla is coming forward doesn't mean that he's actually the one leading, you know? Just depends on what you're looking at. That's a close round, chat. Oh, no, bruh. That's a close round. I'm slightly leading Muratalla. That was a close round, though, bruh. That was a very close round, bro. That's a swing round for me. I'm gonna give it to Muratalla. I'm gonna have to watch this fight again. I ain't gonna hold you. I already know I'm gonna have to watch this fight twice, at least twice. Cause Anubis he has Andy smoking Raymond. That was a nice stiff left hand from Muratalla right there. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why what they're showing in the replay is why I edged it to Muratalla. But Andy Cruz has some good moments in that round too. So that was not an all Muratalla round. I'll tell you that. That was a close round, man. I edged it towards Muratalla, but that's a swing round for me. That's a round I'm gonna have to watch again. Shawa says, definitely got to watch indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, definitely got to watch again. Yes, indeed. 6'5" Raymond. That's how I have it right now. That's exactly how I have it, Shawa. 6'5" for Raymond. I'm just glad it was a great fight because I remember telling people as soon as this fight was made, I was like, man, Andy's going to be the favorite, but this is that was a good exchange. This is a 50-50 fight, and this is exactly how it's playing out, too. Andy has his strengths. Raymond has his strengths. I'm just glad they made the fight happen, man. Shout out to Raymond Muratalla. Shout out to Andy Cruz. Both fighters made weight. Both fighters willing to fight. Wasn't no elongated, dragged out talks. They said Raymond Muratalla didn't really have any other maneuvers he could make. The fight was kind of forced upon him, but whether it was or it wasn't, it's a good fight. Take that with you. Raymond says, take that with you. Andy says, take that with you. Oh, Raymond coming alive again. Raymond got the last licks in that exchange. In those exchanges. Oh, a minute and 10 seconds left. Who's going to dig deeper? Andy, you want it? Raymond, you want to defend it? What's going on? Does Andy want to take it? Does Raymond want to hold on to it? I think they both want it, man. And one man. 50 seconds left. Raymond Muratalla. 1-2 from Andy Cruz. 1-2 for Muratalla. I don't know. This somebody gonna be mad. Somebody's gonna be very upset. Nice right hand from Muratalla as Andy Cruz is backing up. Nice sharp counter shot from Andy Cruz. Nice jab for Andy. Nice pressure from Ray. 10 seconds left. Better let them hands go. Y'all heard that clapper. You better let them hands go. That was a good fight, man. I'm not gonna lie, I gave that last round to Raymond, man. I gave that last round to Raymond, man. I got it 7-5 Raymond, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I scored it 7-5. Reflected 115, 113 Muratalla, man. I don't know. We're gonna see. 7-5, yeah. That's what I have too. 7-5. 9-3 Andy, bro. That is completely varying scorecards. Like I have it 7-5 for Raymond. Anubis has a 9-3 for Andy. Shawa has a 7-5 for Raymond. All of us could be right. That's how, yeah, this fight was close. It was close. It could be close and wide at the same time. Chris Mannix has a 115, 113 for Muratalla. Same way I have it. Average, someone said, hell of a fight. I was entertained all 12. Big facts. I have Muratalla edging it out, but if someone has Andy Cruz winning, hey, I'm not mad. It's a good fight. I think Raymond successfully defended his IBF belt. That's a hell of a win too if he did. And if Andy Cruz won, that was a hell of a earned victory. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. So you can't get enough of the doc? Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about it. You're not alone, but I do have a fix for you. Head over to docscorner.beehive.com where you can find all of the hottest news, the latest news, all real talk, no gimmicks, and no fluff. Right here at Doc's Corner, a newsletter written by yours truly. In order to sign up, all you have to do is enter your email here. But I will tell you, if your name is still long sweaty big balls at hotmail.com, you will not receive an email from me. Change it or you won't be getting this newsletter, bruh. I'm sorry. And it's delivered personally to you, right in your inbox every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And always remember, the doctor's in your corner. Tufo says Top Rank Stable been holding it down on the road. Hey. Shawa says Vegas likes the pressure, so I definitely accounted for that. But there were swing rounds, yeah. I agree. I have Raymond winning, man. I have Raymond winning this one, y'all. That was a good fight, though. Salute to both of them, though. Salute to the American Raymond Muratalla. Salute to the Cuban Andy Cruz. What was that? Did I hear 114 draw? 110? I'm not gonna lie. I agree with the result. 110. 110 is crazy.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit!
110 is insane, bro. but I did say that I do think like Anubis had it 9-3 for Andy. I'm not mad at that. I could see somebody giving him like that. So apparently somebody else had it the other way. Way the other way. 118, 110 is crazy for Raymond. I have it 115, 113 for Muratalla, so I think the right person won. 118, 111. That's nuts. That's nuts. I can't hold you, bro. 118, 110. Did I hear that right? Nah. Nah, I ain't hear that right. Ain't no way. Ain't no way someone had a 118, 110, bro. Yeah, they was on the gas. Yeah, 118, 110. I agree with you, Anubis. That's trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
It was Tim Cheatham? Oh, Lord. Like I said, I do think that you could have had it maybe 8-4 or 9-3 for Raymond, but hey, shout out to Raymond Muratalla, though. He deserves this, man. That was a good fight. A lot of people are counting him out. I thought it was disrespectful. I said it multiple times. I thought it was a 50-50 fight the whole time. People making it seem like you would have thought that Andy Cruz was a champion. The way people was talking. The way people were talking about that. They was acting like Andy Cruz was a champ. It's like, bro, he's a challenger. You better put some respect on him. Better put some respect on old Raymond. Yeah, facts. I agree. Yes, indeed says he always need to be investigated. Just fire his ass already. You feel me? Yeah, I think Boxer with Two Foes says Dula and Shakur taking that. Yeah, I think I think Shakur beats him. Abdullah Mason, I think that's a good fight. I ain't gonna lie. I would lean towards Mason as well, but Mason like to mix it up. Obviously, Raymond likes to mix it up too. We see that, but he likes to mix. They both like to mix it up, man. Anybody can get caught. Raymond got some pop, so I think that's a pretty good fight. I don't know. Shout out to Andy Cruz though, man. He put forth a valiant effort, but hey, sometimes I don't know. You know, now the Keyshawn talks out the window. Sometimes I think we focus, all of us too. Sometimes we take our eyes off the prize a little bit, and we talk about. I'm not saying that's why he lost, you know, but naturally you might think that, right? You'd be like, dang, you know, I remember you talking about Keyshawn a lot. It seemed a little premature, right? So, but hey, Andy Cruz, can he be a champion at 135? Absolutely. Would I watch a rematch of this? Absolutely. But if I'm Raymond Muratalla, I don't think he should take a rematch. For what? Especially when you have a judge giving it to you at 118, 110. Wowzers. Wowzers. I got. Yes, the D Boxer says I got Shakur and Abdullah over him. Yeah, I feel that. Seriously, at his damn day, he gets him away every time. Tim Cheatham, exactly. Out here cheating. Tufo said Boots gonna make Virgil pay even more. Facts. Facts. Now Bosey down for the new year. 1-0 to Robert Garcia. Andy proved he belongs. I agree. Andy did. There's no reason to keep your head down if you to have your head down if you're Andy. No reason. This was a great fight, win or lose. This is a great fight for both of them. It's just, hey, it was. No one should be ashamed. Of course, it's gonna suck that you came out on the short end of the stick, but nobody should be ashamed. They both performed very well. Entertaining fight. What more can we ask? What more can we ask for? A great night of boxing. I can't. Omari Brown did his thing. Amari Jones, excuse me. Who else? I thought Jesse Hart was robbed. I personally believe Jesse Hart should have won that. I especially didn't like how Khalil Cole missed weight by 7 pounds. That's terrible. How you miss weight by 7 pounds and seem to be rewarded a robbery. But hey, I thought Jesse Hart did enough to win. But at the same time, too, Jesse Hart should have let his hands go a little bit more. Who else? Zaquin Moses did his thing. Shout out to the young man. He fought Medina. That was a good fight. I mean, Zaquin dominated, but Medina was, he definitely tried. Andy CRUZ and Muratalla. 135-pound IBF title fight. Raymond Muratalla maintains the IBF belt for President Daryl Peoples. Chad, I'm about to go ahead and call it, though. Your boy eyes is heavy. Gonna go take me a shower and catch me some rest. Yeah, I had Jesse winning for sure. No more prospect talk for Andy. Nope. No more prospect talk for all Andy. But yeah. I'm finna go ahead and slide. I appreciate y'all rocking as always for real. Let's go through some of the love we received. Shout out to Dub for the $2. Shout out to Jay Sharp for the $3. Shout out to Oster for the $5. Shout out to Oster for the 5 gifted memberships, man. Thank you. You feel me? Shout out to Average Someone for the $5. I appreciate you as well, man. Thank y'all for the graffiti on the chat walls. Appreciate y'all rocking. Don't forget to smack that like button. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. And hey, it was a great fight, man. Hey, it was a great fight. Shout out to Raymond Muratalla. There's been a lot of rumblings about Raymond Muratalla may not be one that belongs, and and he was given the belt and all that other nonsense that people like to talk. Hey, it's not his fault that he was elevated or however it went, and Lomachenko wanted to retire, and you can't penalize the fighters for being in a position to be elevated or fight for a vacant belt, whatever. He fought Zaur Abduliev. He defended his belt against Andy CRUZ now. Raymond Muratalla, hey. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Appreciate y'all rocking as always. Don't forget to smack that like button. But most importantly, remember with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.